Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another Beat Matt Batrep.
MiniWarGaming's Beat Matt Batrep.
I got Carl here all the way from the Great White North. Now you might think, Matthew, you're from the Great White North, but I'm not really. I'm from the lesser grayish, somewhat north of the Niagara region, where our winters are mild and our summers can get quite hot. You are, on the other hand, from Yukon,
where it gets cold half the year and boiling hot the other half of the year.
Yeah. How long are your winters?
Winters are easily 5 to 6 months.
Like of really cold snow?
Not really. At least 3 months of really cold.
Okay.
Minus 40 cold.
And what's your darkest day of the year? Is it 24 hours dark, or is it not quite?
Just about, actually. There's a few times where we'll be up to at least 18 hours.
And then that also means you have 18-hour days on the other end.
During
So what happens when you get that far north in the world, the sun sometimes always looks at you as you rotate. But fun stuff up there. So Carl's come all the way down. You've probably already seen him in some battle reports, maybe. If not, you'll see him in future ones because he's been here for a few days. And we're going to play a Beat Matt Batrep, as I said. And as you know, or maybe don't know, in the Season 5 of Beat Matt Batrep, we are focusing on not Maelstrom and not Eternal War. Instead, we're going through other missions in the book, and once I run out of those, who knows where we'll go from there. So right now, we're on the next mission in the narrative missions, and this one is called Blitz, which we'll explain in more detail, but essentially we have Carl playing the Tau defenders against an endless swarm of Tyranids, which is kind of like the first mission we did with the Meat Grinder, except there's different objectives here. So I get to just keep going after him, and my goal is to get across the board, not off the board, but to certain zones, and his goal is just to kill as many Nids as possible, and that's it. And so we've built our armies towards that narrative. Remember, this is not match play, so the restrictions of not using the same stratagem in the same phase, or not casting the same psychic power more than once per psychic phase, or not having at least half your army not on the table, are not in play. But we are still doing battle-forged armies, playing command points, but we'll go over all the stratagems there. And of course, if you want to come in and challenge us, let's go to miniwargaming.com/challenge. Make sure you do it soon because we're filling up, and there's going to be a period of time where we're going to stop taking challenges while we finish preparations for our new building, which will be super fun. And make sure to follow us on facebook.com/miniwargaming because we post all sorts of extra stuff there. Let's take a look at the armies and the scenario. On this side, we have Carl's Tau. Now, you might be wondering why there's so many different colors. Well, in this narrative, it perfectly works, because this is the coupled together resistance of the last of the Tau from several worlds in a huge Tyranid invasion. And they're trying to do their last stand against their last remaining Tyranid swarms. And so that's why they're all sorts of different sets, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Each one has comes from the different parts of the world to defend this one part from the Tyranid invasion.
Yeah, or different planets even, to hold them off. And you don't have a Tau Codex yet that actually matters what set you're from, so it kind of works right now, because otherwise this would invalidate all of them. So you brought a battalion detachment to get 6 command points in total. Why don't you walk us through to what you decided to bring?
Well, I brought the traditional fire cadre, since he's fairly awesome for all the melee guys, giving everybody an extra shot at half range. And then I brought the fusion commander, which I think 4 fusion's cheesy, so I give him the counterfire defense, so when he gets charged, he gets to reroll his hits. Any failed ones, at least.
Yeah, any failed Overwatch hits he gets to reroll.
And then I have a squad of 10 fire warriors with the pulse rifles, a squad of 9 fire warriors with pulse rifles. Please forgive the 3 carbines, I don't have any more rifles. I have a 10-man squad of breachers with the guardian drone to give them a 5-up invulnerable save and 6-up to any strike team that's within 3 inches of it. I have 2 squads of pathfinders, just straight up 5-mans, just to have some fun with marker lights. The big Riptide, he's got his burst cannon and twin-linked plasma. Also, he's got stimulant injector, just in case I choose to override, I have a chance to ignore those wounds.
There you go.
And now up here we have the stealth squad, 2 burst cannons and the Shazui with the fusion blaster, just for some fun. The ghost keel with twin-linked flamers and a fusion blaster.
You're gonna need those.
Yes, I figured, you know what,
let's
have some fun with some flamers. And we got the broadsides, 1 missile side with fusion, 1 rail side with missile pods, and both...
You say fusion, are you sure? You mean plasma?
Oh, plasma, yes, sorry. And then a gun drone, or missile shield drone for each one, just for extra securance.
Yeah, extra firepower.
And then I have my elite squad of crisis suits. Each one actually has exactly what they are. So it's a burst and a fusion with an advanced targeting. Burst and flamer. Missile pod, burst with advanced targeting. Burst, fusion, and advanced targeting.
So advanced targeting gives all weapons an additional AP.
Minus 1 AP.
Yeah, so
which is
-3 to become -4.
Which
0
is kind of
becomes
pointless
-1.
for the fusion, but it helps out with the burst cannon.
Oh yeah, burst all of a sudden being -1 AP. That's nice, because all of a sudden all those little gribblies that you're shooting at don't even get a save.
Exactly.
And even the bigger ones that can start to chew through a lot more. That 3-ups become 4-ups.
And that's my 1750 on the nose army for Tau for today.
So 6 command points in total. And over here we have our swarm of Tyranids. 1750 points of them as well. This is a battalion detachment as well as a vanguard detachment because I had enough elites in HQ to do so. So I've got 7 command points to start with instead of 6, which will both probably burn through like in the first turn because once you leave the match play restrictions, you can't help but reroll so much that you just run out of command points right away. So in our battalion detachment, we've got a Broodlord and 2 units of 12 Gene Stealers. I realized I made that a unit of 10, so I got to grab 2 more and put them there. But there's 2 units of 12 Gene Stealers, no upgrades. I determined in my game where I brought nothing but Gene Stealers and Broodlords that the Toxin Sacks statistically are not worth it because you can bring a third more Gene Stealers instead. So if you picture it, I could have units of 9 with Toxin Sacks or 12. And as soon as you hit 10 Gene Stealers, they all get an extra attack. And of course, you get the extra attacks from those extra Gene Stealers and extra wounds. And so that really adds up to a lot more attacks. It's not just 33% more attacks, because the moment you hit 10, everybody gets +1. And so it's a lot more attacks if you really factor it all in the long run. So I know there's situationally, poison is nice, getting that +1 damage, and there will be probably plenty of times where I'm going to roll 6s and wish that I had it, but in the end I'll just be happy to have all those Gene Stealers. We have 2 large groups of 20 Hormigaunt squads with adrenal glands, which gives them +1 to their advances and +1 to their charges. And so they're already nice and fast, so that'll help out. My other HQ for the battalion will be a Turbigon, and he gave him adrenal glands as well, just to give him a little more motion, so he has that +1 advance and charge. Just the massive Scything Talons, though, because the Crushing Claws give him -1 to hit, and he already sucks at hitting. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's just not worth it. Fast attack-wise, I got 4 Raveners, all just with 2 sets of Scything Talons, no Rending Claws, so they'll get the extra attack. And then they all have Death Spitters as well in their thoraxes. I will not be deep striking these guys or burrowing them just because of the scenario. I'm not saying it's unfair. They totally could pop up in the back and do their thing, but it just doesn't feel like something I want to do. I don't want to game this narrative mission too much or at all. And then in heavy support, we've got 2 separate Carnifexes, Carnify, with their massive Scything Talons, Crushing Claws, and Bioplasma and Adrenal Glands. So Bioplasma, of course, lets them yell at you, and it hurts. And Adrenal Glands give them +1 to their advances and charges just to get them up a little faster. In my Vanguard detachment, we got lots of Thropes. We've got Malanthropes, Zoanthropes, and Neurothropes. So we've got 1 Malanthrope as the HQ. So he gives a little 3-inch bubble of -1 to hit everything with a shrouded cloud around him. And he's got all sorts of other poison-related things. He's a synapse creature, so he'll be kind of helping to maintain order. And we got 3 units of Zoanthropes with Neurothropes, because the Neurothropes are free, so why not? My green brain one here will just kind of proxy in as 1. And actually, you know what? No, I'm not proxying in narrative. So there's no Neurothrope there. I only actually have 2 Neurothropes. I got to get another one made up. So yeah, 1 unit will not have a Neurothrope. The Neurothrope basically gives, for free, whenever you use Smite and kill something, you regain D3 wounds on the unit. It doesn't resurrect his own throat, but it could heal one that's lost a wound. So not too big a deal not to have one. And that's it. Now, psychic power-wise, since we're not playing match play, I can cast the same one more than once, but I still wanted to keep to somewhat of a narrative rather than like... Because I have 5 psychic units here, so I could have like 5 catalysts and make it really grueling by having so many things with feel no pain-ish kind of stuff. But I thought, no, let's stick to kind of a narrative. So the Broodlord has always traditionally had horror, so I'm going to keep him having the horror, which is basically a targeted enemy, and they get -1 to their hit rolls and fight last. They get -1 to their hit rolls in leadership and fight last. The Turbigon will have Catalyst, so he'll be able to buff some nearby Tyranids, and he'll be spawning Termagants as well, to kind of drive them forward and ignoring their wounds. The Zoanthropes, they have been sent here by the Hive Mind to just push these Tyranids to their maximum, to onslaught the enemy. So all 3 units will have onslaught, which allows me to target a unit of my own, and they can advance and charge. So that'll allow me to get the Hormigants forward a little faster. with their advancing and able to do that. So I picture that being, that ability just kind of being narrative there. Who knows? Hopefully it doesn't prove to be too overpowered. But I didn't bring much shooting except for all the smiting and a little bit of shooting from some of the, like shorter range shooting from everybody else. So it'll mostly be charging forward, then getting shot, then charging forward, then getting shot, and then maybe killing some stuff in close combat. So we'll have to see how that works out. So that is my 1750 points of Tyranids. We'll be playing on a map provided by P-Work Wargames. You can check them out at pworkwargames.com. This is their Woodlands map, which I think is gorgeous, so go and check it out right there. So basically the way you're supposed to set up this table is it's split in half lengthwise, and the one side is the defenders, and the other side is the attackers. The defender is going to be doing concealed deployment, so if you've watched some of my battle reports, you've seen that, where we set up dice instead of the actual guys, so I don't know exactly where they are. But he must set up at least half of his army within this 18 inches. So we've marked off 18-inch lines. So these walls right here are 18 inches up from the back, and then 18 inches forward hits basically not these walls, but kind of the front of this terrain. So you can have guys all the way up to there if he wants. And my goal is to get guys into those zones. For every, if a unit counts as being in a zone, if it has at least one model wholly within that zone. And you can't duplicate zones, so I can't like say, oh, I have a unit in this zone and that zone. I get 1 victory point for every unit that's in this zone at the end of the game, and 2 for every unit that's in this zone. And Carl gets a victory point for every unit he kills. That's it. Yay. That's the whole thing. So he does concealed deployment. I will get to do a preliminary bombardment, so maybe do a little damage to him before we even start. And I deploy, after he deploys his concealed deployment, 18 inches up, and I get first turn as the attacker automatically. There's supposed to be minimal cover on this side, so these trees just won't count as anything. And so I still wanted, it just bothered me that it was empty, so I still had like a few wrecked Tau stuff just to kind of show that they've been bombarded for a while, and now this is my final blitz to try to push through before, and I'm trying to get through to your power plants and your landing pads because you have reinforcements coming or something like that.
Something to help out if they survive long enough.
Exactly. It is random game length, so from anywhere from 5 to 7. We each have some extra stratagems. I have a stratagem that helps me do better with my bombardment. I have a stratagem that helps me to deploy further forward. Like I can deploy a unit, essentially whenever one of my units dies, then at the end of my next movement phase, I roll a die for each unit. On a 4+, they get to come back 6 inches from my table edge. If they're a troop choice, they get to come back on a 2+. But I can spend one of the stratagems to actually start them 18 inches up, as long as they're not within 9 inches of an enemy, rather than 6 inches. And then you have stratagems to help you add more decoys for deployment, to dig in units so that they get cover, or they get bonus to their, so it's harder to hit them.
Go to ground in a sense.
Yeah, which you don't really need against my army.
No.
And then you had another one that allowed you to do something else, which is
dig in proximity mines.
Proximity mines. That whenever a unit first enters one of these zones, you can spend 2 command points. No, just one command point, and then you roll a die for every model in that unit, and any 6s you roll kills a model.
Flat out.
Just flat out slays a model. So you might think, well, whatever. So you get a bunch of Hormagaunts in there and you kill a few. But you get a Carnifex entering, and on a 6, he flat up dies.
Or a Zoanthrope.
Or a Zoanthrope, or Malanthrope, or Broodlord. And you could re-roll that with a command point. This is why I think we're going to burn through all our command points right away, because you're going to be like, oh my goodness, proximity mines! Mine! And so you could just flat out kill a Carnifex or Broodlord.
If they get into
or a Genestealer squad enters, that'll be nice. Killing a few of them would be nice, because there's no saves, just says slain. Catalyst wouldn't help. Nothing helps.
Nothing.
Yeah. Now, one thing I can do is if I have a unit that's below a quarter strength or at a quarter strength, then at the end of my turn I could just remove it. That way it can't just be shot down to 1 Hormagaunt and be like, I'm never going to get this unit back. So I do get to do that. So there's other small rules too, which we'll go over as we hit there. But this is just the 4th mission from the main rulebook called Blitz, so you can open up to that and check it out and see how we do. So we're going to go right now into the deployment. We're now deployed. So we did do the concealed deployment. I realized after you did all your concealed that I didn't really care. I'm just like, let's see, let's put my Genestealers out front, Carnifex is on the other side, make sure the Zoanthrope sprinkled throughout, Raveners in one flank, Hormagaunts on the other Hormagaunts ready for a second wave. It's really just like, what else are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, they're just onslaught.
Yeah, I'm just gonna charge forward. So maybe if you had only had dice on this side, I would have focused more guys. I guess that would be the case. And then you did pretty much what I expected. You got your gun line out front of infantry, your crisis suits right behind, your fire blade right there, and then in the back you got your big guns, the ones that'll really hold off the horde once it gets there.
And they can move up a little bit and still be able to hurt you.
Yeah, so I was wrong about how he had to do deployment. It wasn't that at least half had to be there. It was to the best of his ability he had to do half up here and half back there. Now in this case he had 12 units, because we counted the gun drones as being deployed at the same time, so they'd be one unit, just like a unit inside of a transport kind of thing. And so he had to do 6 up there and 6 back here, so he got them up as far as he could to be able to, because you want to engage to knock me back as soon as you can. Like obviously the perfect way to play this would be to have everybody way back here, wait for me to get to here, kill them all, and then I just lose because I could never...
I just move forward to the point where I can defend a little bit easier. But
but that would be boring.
That would be boring.
Not to the narrative.
Fun.
Yeah, so we have a nice kind of waves here. We got the chaff out front and then the rest back here ready for the Tyranid onslaught. And I automatically get first turn, but before we do that, we need to do our preliminary bombardment. So for this, I roll for each unit that's on the table, and the gun drones will count as separate units. And so those 2 gun drones should be together, shouldn't they?
They're apart.
Because they're separate. They just get deployed with them.
Yeah.
So they need to be in coherency.
But these ones are in coherency over here.
Yeah, that's fine over there. And for every 6 that I roll, that unit takes D6 mortal wounds. Now, if they're infantry, they can choose to go to ground and only take D3 instead. But then they don't get to act at all in the first turn. So they just lie there and...
Yeah, going to ground is really not that beneficial for me.
Yeah, maybe on your suits. Because it's infantry, maybe your stealth suits. We'll see. I had to roll 6s first. Now, I can spend...
your command point to reroll.
No, I can do command point to reroll, but I have a command point heavy bombardment where before I roll it, I can roll a 4+ instead of a 6+. So that gives me a 50-50 chance rather than, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to roll it and see what happens. So let's just start out front. Fire warriors. Breachers, sorry.
Okay.
The drone behind them. Oh, well, it's dead because it's D6 mortal wounds to the drone. So it's gone.
There goes my invulnerable save for that. that was the whole reason for that drone.
Well, they took the hit rather than the crisis suits, right? Because it would have been on them next. So crisis suits. And see, they're fine now. So it did its job. It saved your crisis suits. Yay!
But I wanted it with them, just in case you can combat.
Whatever. I have all AP nothing weapons anyways.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Except for my big guys, which would ignore. Well, which you probably wouldn't care, but get invulns against anyways. Pathfinders. Nope. Broadsides. Oh no.
Missiles.
Shield yeah, the shield pod, the missile. Oh, the drones! They D6 mortal wounds. Oh, they're all dead. Even if you spent a command point to go to ground, because they're technically they're not infantry.
No, they're not.
Not anymore.
Or though.
Yeah, you don't. Why bring drones, man? They just get hit with the preliminary bombardments. The stealth suits. Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, would you like them to go to ground? How many wounds do they have each? 2, or is it 3?
No.
So 2 wounds each. You don't want to go to ground?
No, I'm not going to go to ground with them.
Okay, D6 mortal wounds. 5. Oh, it kills all but 1. Oh.
This doesn't count for morale, though.
No, it does not. It's not during any phase, so or during the turn. So yeah, you're fine.
You're rolling pretty good to start, sir.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Your commander. You know, this is where you would normally spend that command point to hit on a 4+, but I think I've done enough damage. I don't even care anymore. 1. Okay. Now the command.
The shield drone beside it.
The shield drone does not die.
Oh,
the first one that stays alive. Oh, they're pathfinders. Oh no! You want to go to ground with them? It doesn't cost you any command points to do so. They're about to lose D6 guys.
Yeah, they go to ground.
Yeah, you can go first turn without firing a few marker lights.
Yeah.
So I'll do D3 instead of D6. Oh, I rolled a 1! Of course!
But it was free. I'm not...
Yeah, that's true. So we'll just lie one down to remind us that they've gone to ground.
Yeah.
Oh, Riptide. I'm so sorry, man. Ah, it's a 6!
I have stimulant injectors.
Yes, you do. So D6 mortal wounds. 4. So you get ignore wounds on a 5+ with the stimulant injector, I believe. No, it's only 6+. Or just on a 6, really. Oh, he takes 4 wounds.
Okay.
So he's down to 10 wounds. Am I allowed to stop now? I feel so bad so far. Ghost Keel? Okay. The ghost kills stealth drones. Okay, good. All right. So we have 3 guys left.
4 if you want to count the marker drone.
Oh yeah, there's a drone. Let's do your Fireblade first. Does he get one-shotted? No. Okay. And then we got the yellow Fire Warriors. No. And the green Fire Warriors. No. And their marker drone is the last thing. Okay.
You hurt the back line.
Yeah. So killed a Pathfinder, made the other ones go to ground. Killed 2 stealth suits and hurt 1. Killed a drone up here. The drone's back there. Really wounded your Riptide. 4 wounds of his 14. That's a bad start for him. But other than that, your front lines, except for that 1 drone, remain unharmed. So that's at least nice that you got that still holding for it. But ooh, that was brutal. So now I automatically get first turn. There's no way to seize the initiative. There's not even like a stratagem that you get to play to go for that. So let's go into Tyranids. Turn 1. I'm just going to be advancing lots of stuff. These Raveners move 12 plus 5, 17 inches. Well, unless I onslaught them, they won't be charging this turn, but all of a sudden I'm wondering if triple onslaught is going to be a little too much. You know what? I always do this. I'm like, oh no, it's unbalanced. But then we play and it ends up being fun.
I'm having fun whether or not I lose or not,
yeah.
sir.
So if I kill your Fire Warriors first, maybe I'll have a hard time with everything else. I still have to, like, overall, the course of the game, get up here. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. So Carnifex will advance, and he gets +1 to his advances. So he's 7 plus D6 plus 1. So then it'll be 9. Rawr.
It's a shame you guys don't have that set of stuff. The other person can kind of help out with that, too.
That's fine. 8 inches plus an advance from the Gene Stealers. 11. So they will go up 11 inches. And these guys automatically can charge after they advance. So obviously they will try to. That's why they're the ones out front and not the Hormagaunts. Malanthrop will advance an extra 4. So he'll be able to keep up. Let's move up these Zoanthropes. They'll advance 3, so 9 inches. Zoanthropes have fly, so I'm just going to ignore this terrain to get up here to provide some synapse to those Raveners. So they are fearless. The Hormagaunts move 8. They have adrenal glands, so they get +1 to their advances. So that'll be 4 instead of 3, so they're moving 12. That basically just kind of keeps them up there. If only large blasts were still a thing, right? This is where you'd love them. Tervagon will advance an extra 2. Now he does have adrenal glands too, so that's a 3. They're move 8, so it's 11 inches in total. I'll try to remember to spawn Termagants at the end of my movement phase. Gene Stealers back here will advance 4, so 12 inches. I'll get them up to here. That line's getting up there pretty fast. But I know if I fail these charges, 1 round of shooting can really lower my number of Gene Stealers. Then the Broodlord will advance behind them, so 11 inches. That doesn't matter, because if they charge, they'll be out of a 6-inch double anyways. Zoanthropes here will advance a total of 10. And up to here, just floating right across. I kind of like that they have the fly rule now. It's weird that they can charge flyers, but it's nice that they can just kind of float over terrain.
Yeah.
Carnifex, moving 7 plus D6 plus 1 for adrenal glands, so 13 inches. Up he goes.
Then they destroy anything they get in combat. Troop-wise.
We'll try. Hormagaunts will advance +1 to this, so that'll be 11 inches in total. They're going to swarm right around the feet of that Carnifex as it lumbers forward. And then the Zoanthropes will advance 3, so 9 in total. So we're going to move forward. Like so. End of the movement phase, the Tervagon spawns 10 Gaunts. Remember, this is not match play, so you can do that for free. We're going to have the Tervagon attempt to manifest Catalyst on these Gene Stealers. We need a 6 or higher. And we fail. I'm not going to burn my command points yet. This Broodlord is going to try to manifest the Horror on those Crisis suits. Oh, he perils! Takes D3 wounds, mortal wounds, 1 mortal wound, so he doesn't die, so it still goes off. So he takes 1 mortal wound, and now they get -1 to their hit rolls and leadership. I think I mentioned before that the Horror also makes you strike last in close combat. I was confusing that with the Gene Stealer called Mass Hypnosis. Let's do some onslaughts, these Zoanthropes onto this Carnifex. Warp charge 6. Oh, another perils! I'm doing the Zoanthrope out front because it actually matters. So they take D3 mortal wounds, and just 1. They take a mortal wound, but he's onslaughted. We'll attempt to onslaught the Raveners so they can charge. Also needing a 6. 9. Okay. Didn't perils. I'm surprised by that. Unfortunately, these zoanthropes are just out of range to onslaught that Carnifex. I was trying to be clever doing them to there, but I should have measured first. But oh well, so the Raveners will do it. So I don't think I need any more onslaughts then. Well, you know what? Let's just put on the Hormagaunts, because maybe they can make that charge to the yellow Fire Warriors. Need a 6. And a fail. Didn't matter. Let's go into the shooting phase. We're going to have these Raveners, who are in Synapse, so they don't have to fire at the nearest thing. They're going to unload all of their Death Spitters into the Crisis battle suits. Now, since they have Onslaught on them, they don't get the -1 for advancing and firing assault weapons. They actually just fire at their full ballistic skill of 4+. So we're looking at 4s to hit. They're 12 shots. Looks about average, a little above average. Strength 5, your toughness 4. Or your toughness 5?
5 on Crisis.
Crisis battle suits are toughness 5?
Yep.
And so we... Yes, they are toughness 5 now, so we're looking at 4s to wound. We've got 4 wounds. So -1 AP, so your 3-ups become 4-ups. Ooh, almost kill one. 2 wounds.
The missile pod.
You're going to choose the back one to get injured?
Yeah.
So he's down to 1 wound. Carnifex is going to scream at your Fire Warrior, or Breachers. It's D3 shots, so 2. Now he advanced, this is an assault weapon, so he's going to hit on 5s instead of 4s. Nothing. Same thing with him, he's going to scream at the green ones though. D3 shots. 1 shot hitting on a 5 because he advanced. Nothing. We're going to fire a Stinger Salvo from the Turbigon onto the green Pathfinder, or not Fire Warriors. It's an assault weapon, he advanced, so he's hitting on 5s instead of 4s. We got 1 hit, lots of 1s. And wounding on their strength 5, so 3s to wound. Nothing. Well, that's about all the shooting I got. Pretty impressive, I know. Because, yeah, those guys are at a range, so that's it. Here's where supporting fire is really fun. Raveners are going to declare a charge against these Fire Warriors.
Breachers.
Sorry, the Breachers. So they can overwatch. And then you can choose to overwatch also with other Tau units within 6 inches if they have supporting fire. But if they use their supporting fire, they then can't overwatch again that turn. So, for example, they charge this way, and you kill all of them. The Gene Stealers then charge in. These guys could overwatch again, but these guys would not be able to.
Cannot.
So let's start with the Breachers, and then you can decide if you want to fire the Crisis suits.
The Crisis are going to assist in the...
Well, you don't have to choose yet. You don't have to declare it. So the Breachers might kill most of them, and you're like, you know what? Forget it. I'll save it for the Gene Stealers try to get in. So Breachers first. So the Breachers have different profiles depending on how far away you are. So because these 2 are within 5 inches, they get to do the strength 6 -2. The rest will be doing the strength 5 -1. Let's start with the 2 out front. So 4 shots hit on 6s. No!
Oh!
Well then!
I guess this is even for the couple 6s you got me with?
Well, let's see how you wound first. Strength 6
Very
versus
true.
toughness 4, so you need 3s to wound, unless you roll quadruple 1s or something. Oh, see, that's down to 2 wounds. Still impressive.
Still.
So I will get a save because I'm 5 up armor, so the -2 stops it. So I'll take the back one and bring him down to 1 wound. 16 shots with the other 8, hitting on 6s.
Go 6s.
And you get 1, naturally.
Yep.
Strength 5 -1, so 3s to wound. Ooh, you might kill the 1. Gets a 6 up save. Nope, he dies. Scraw!
It's for the greater good to
So you will overwatch with them. Okay.
attempt to try and get rid of those lifters.
Awesome. Now they all have advanced targeting systems, right? To give them
Yes.
-2, so we can fire all those burst cannons together then.
Exactly.
So 12 shots from the burst cannons hitting on 6s.
Good thing your thing doesn't affect Overwatch. You're -1.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
Flamers at a range, so we've got a fusion gun.
Yep.
Roll 6 for the fusion and you get to hit me. And that's a 2. And 2 shots from the missile pod, hitting on 6s. Oh, look at that again! These do 2 damage apiece.
Yeah.
Wounding on 3s.
Man point, reroll that
You do
one.
want to do it to kill
Yeah.
a Ravener? You kill a Ravener. Yeah, it does 2 damage, then 2 damage, so the extra 1 is lost. Raveners will then try to charge. We got 6 inches. Did I give them? Yeah, they have. No, I don't think they can have adrenal glands. 6-inch charge. They're in. So I'm gonna have this one charge over here, and this one to here. These Gene Stealers will attempt to charge as well. They can't overwatch because they're in combat, and they can't overwatch because they already did supporting fire.
Yep.
I'm gonna need an 8-inch charge to get in there. I don't have anything to help me with this. So I roll a 10. So they're in. Sorry, Breachers, you're dead now. Rar. So 10 inches will get me in there, but not really much further in, so I'll just bring them up. do the best we can at this terrain. Before we go any further, let's remind you of your proximity mines.
Yeah.
Now, for a command point, as soon as a unit enters one of the deployment areas, the first time only, not the first unit, but the first time a unit enters, you can use proximity mines for one command point, and on a 6, I roll a die for each guy that's in the unit, and on any 6s I kill a unit, or kill a model from that unit.
You know what, let's have some fun with the proximity mines. I'm going to set up one command.
One command point for the Gene Stealers then?
Yes.
Because there's 12 Gene Stealers coming in. Okay, we'll do the 12 Gene Stealers. So you technically get to roll it because you could re-roll it if you were desperate. That'd be more useful for the bigger stuff.
But is it only for ones that are actually in the zone?
No, it's just the unit.
Oh, the unit. Okay.
Yeah, so 6s. Oh, you used up all your 6s in the Overwatch.
That's okay.
I swear I wasn't trying to get you to burn your command points.
No, but those are fairly good rolls either way.
Yeah, they're good, except, this is...
Overwatch.
Close is only good in horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
Right.
So the 12 Gene Stealers are in. Scary, scary. Carnifex is going to declare charge just against the Yellow Fire Warriors. Now, normally, I would want to declare multi-charge, but this will force them to use supporting fire, if they want to at all, which means they won't be able to overwatch against even the Gene Stealers who will try to charge them later on. So you'll have to make that choice. Do you want to use them against a Carnifex or hold them off against the Gene Stealers?
No,
although before you answer that, there's also the question of maybe I do want to multi-charge, so if I roll high enough, I can stop you from overwatching the Gene Stealers. But I've already declared it. So you can start with overwatching with the yellow ones before you even decide.
And because the Cadres within range, everybody gets an extra shot.
Yeah, because at half range they get an extra shot, right?
As well, yes.
Which is 15 inches, which they obviously are. So you get 30 shots hitting on 6s. There's a few. And then you need 5s to wound. Strength 5 versus toughness 6.
Nothing.
No, nothing. I am 6.5 inches away, so I need a 6-inch charge, but I have Adrenal Gland, so I get +1 to my charge roll, so I only need to roll 5. 3, and that's cocked. 5, I'm in. I'll just put them on the other side of this barrier. Actually, technically, because you're behind a barrier, I only have to get within 2 inches, but we're good either way. And then Carnifexes on a 4+, crush you so hard when they charge, you take a mortal wound. No. Let's attempt to charge these Hormagaunts. I'm going to declare charge against the Yellow Fire Warriors. Now, they can't overwatch, but technically your Fireblade or your green ones could.
You know what? I'm not going to, because the Gene Stealers, in my opinion, are much more deadlier than the other little wonkers.
And the Hormagaunts are a little harder to get the charge into. They do have Adrenal Glands to give them +1, though. They need a good 11-inch charge, because the Carnifex wasn't able to get a good enough charge to move where I wanted them to. And so I need to roll 10 or higher because I get the +1. Ooh, no. And I'm not going to use command points to help with that. Now these Gene Stealers declare a multi-charge against your... basically all these.
Yeah.
Because they can overwatch anyway, so just in case I get in there.
And the Fire Cadre Blade might as well is greater good with the greens just to do what he can.
Everybody overwatches. 30 shots, hitting on 6s. Oh, man. You're getting less 6s with 30 shots than you were getting with 4. You need 3s to wound, strength 5, toughness 4. You've got 2. I've got a 5-up invuln, which I fail both of, but they also have catalyst on them. No, they failed that. I failed catalyst.
Oh, that's right.
So 2 die. Thankfully, I still have my minimum of 10, which gives me my +1 attack. I'm a little more than 8 inches away, accounting for terrain, so I need an 8-inch charge. Then I get 7. Do I use a command point at this point? Is it worth it? I think it's worth it.
I think it is worth it because that puts you that much closer to my deployment field at the moment.
All right, 1 command point, and I make it. Oh, 11 inches. I've got this handy dandy command point tracker provided by TNT Laser Works LLC. So I just go down to 6. One thing you just realized, and I think is important enough that we're going to go back and do it, is that you have photon grenades. So you should have fired a couple less or 3 less shots with your pulse rifles, but they've missed so badly.
Oh. Yes.
That we're gonna allow the photon grenades. So we're gonna start with the yellow guys, toss in a photon grenade. So you get D6 shots, so 4 of them. You need a single 6 with your shot, and then you miss, so the Carnifex won't have any ill effect. And then the green ones against the Gene Stealers do D6 shots as well. They get 5 of them. You need a single 6 to give them -1 of their hit rolls. Essentially, that's what photon grenades do. They do no damage.
I'll re-roll that if you want.
No, it's good, because when I look straight down, I can tell it's a 6. So these Gene Stealers will be photoned, which means they'll get -1 of their hit rolls. And then those ones could have done it to the Raveners, not to the Gene Stealers.
Yeah.
So D6 to the Raveners, because they were close enough. Oh, wait, photon grenades, what's their range?
12 inches.
never mind, they are 12 inches. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll be out of range. It's like one shot to see if the Raveners get -1, and they do not.
No.
So now I'll charge in the remaining 10 Gene Stealers, who are photon grenaded. I'm just going to kind of put them on the bottom and count those in base contact. The 11 inches will get me there. Just don't feel like finagling with the terrain right now.
Yeah.
I could daisy chain them. You know, I'll daisy chain one of them back.
Broodlord's going to try?
Well, no, not to try, but keep them within 6 inches so they get the +1 to make up for the photon grenade.
No, it more or less means he's going to try and charge into.
I think it'll be too far away to even attempt. Let's go into our fight phase. There's nothing else we got to do in the charge phase, right? Right.
Nothing else that I can...
Did you want to use any proximity
Command
mines to set up, try to kill the Carnifex of these guys? We kind of went through it, and I know since the scenario is a new idea.
No, I'm going to save what few command points I have left at the moment.
All right.
Maybe I might...
Because you could use one command point to proximity mine the Carnifex, and if you don't roll a 6, you could use another command point to re-roll that. True. Essentially giving you almost a 1 in 3 chance. It's like a 30% chance of just one-shotting that Carnifex.
But I might need those command points for roll a save somewhere.
Yeah, and in the end, you're only saving some Fire Warriors. You got a Fusion Blaster Commander right next to them. Then.
Oh yeah, I still got a few other toys to show up.
So no more proximity mines. So let's go to a fight phase. I'm going to nominate this unit to fight first. Okay. So they will pile in as best as I can. So they'll all get to fight. I'm just going to kind of keep them close to the train rather than trying to get them on there. 48 attacks from 12 Gene Stealers.
All are going to miss.
And they're not photon grenaded, but they also don't have a Broodlord nearby to help, so they're hitting on 3s. I'm using my Scything Talons rather than my Rending Claws just to get more hits, and they'll still be re-rolling 1s. So 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Yeah, there's some 1s. Whew, I think that was actually a pretty bad roll, so thank goodness for these re-rolls. Yeah, that's a little better.
Yep.
Strength 4 versus Toughness 3, so 3s to wound. Yeah. You got a 4-up save because I used Scything Talons and not my Rending Claws. So go ahead and make those. Oh, they're all dead. That's 5.
Way
10.
too many.
There's more than 10. Should have declared a multi-charge into them because now I can pile into them, but I won't be able to fight them. So these breachers are all dead.
By 2.
And then I will consolidate towards them. I pre-measured this. I was just out of 4-inch range, so these ones are not going to be engaged in your crisis suits. Not that it matters too much because they have fly, so they can just kind of hop back. So that's kind of inconsequential. Before I move forward, did you want to spend 2 command points to interrupt me and hit me first in any of the other combats?
No.
Yeah, it's not
no,
worth
I'll
it.
have a 5.
Nah.
Hitting on 5.
Wounding on 5s, and I get a 5-up save.
A 5x5.
Yeah,
just
no. All right.
go ahead and try and hit me.
I'll eat them next.
Go ahead.
So I'll nominate these Gene Stealers now. I'm going to kind of keep them where they were because this is supposed to be like he's here already. So all but the one guy in the back will be able to fight. So, but we do have 10, so they do get. Oh wait.
No, you'll have 9 because he won't be fighting.
No, it's as long as there's 10 models.
Okay,
you get the
yeah,
plus
then
1
yeah,
attack.
I only killed 2 in the Overwatch.
Yeah. 36 attacks from the 9 Gene Stealers. This time, let's use our Rending Claws just for fun. I get +1 thanks to the Broodlord, but -1 thanks to your Photon Grenades, so I'm back to hit on 3s. Ugh, should have done Scything Talons again. Should have done Scything. Oh yeah, look at all those misses. Strength 4, Toughness 3, so 3s to wound. Oh, I'm going to pick that one up. 6s will be -3 AP, so 2 die automatically. And then the rest of them are, oh wow, that was a bad roll too. The rest of them are -1 AP, so you have 5-up saves.
Take the 5-ups.
Yeah, 5-ups. You've already lost 2 guys. Let's see how many more you lose. Well, not bad. So 4 more died.
So I'm going to pass 1 right off onto the drone. 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, and 6.
And I will consolidate them forward into, or sorry, consolidate. It's pile in for the first and consolidate for the second. Keeping coherency, of course. Leaving my +1 bubble from the Broodlord. Carnifex next. I'm going to have him pile in sideways. I still end up closer to the nearest that he was near. And I'm going to use his tail, because the other ones are just kind of overkill. I got 4 attacks, but the tail gives me D3 attacks per attack, so I'm hoping that it'll give it a good multiplier. Not really. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 4. Carnifex is hit on 4s. You didn't Photon Grenade him successfully,
no.
Thankfully. Okay, that was still a good roll. We got 5 hits. The strength 4, so 3s to wound. Okay, 5 wounds. That's more than we could have done with the Crushing Claws. These are -1 AP, so
6-up saves.
no, 5-up. Aren't those just are those Fire Warriors? Only Pathfinders have 5-ups.
Oh yes, that's true.
So you should be
so they're
yeah.
5-up
So they're 5-up saves instead.
Yeah. I had them backwards. My mistake.
No problemo.
3 die.
3 die.
Dos, trois.
Next up we have the Raveners. Because they charged, I can still activate them. So they're going to pile in, but I'm not going to touch. So that way I can then consolidate 3 inches and touch. Such like that. But they won't be able to fight you because I did not declare them as charge targets because I didn't want you to be able to overwatch and then support fire the other way.
But they can still punch you back.
You can definitely still punch me back. And then you can fly away and shoot them.
Yeah.
This just gets me a bit more distance
my range.
into your range. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the chargers. So now we select units that have not yet fought and that are within an inch of an enemy. I don't have any of those, as I would choose the first one. So you basically get to do yours. So let's just start with your crisis suits.
Heroic intervention because he is within 3 inches. He could technically do something.
Unfortunately not. That's at the end of the charge phase, not in the fight phase.
Okay, my mistake.
Yeah. I don't think you'd want him to charge it anyways.
No, I would not. I was like going,
Oh, I could do that, but nah.
No.
You know what, you guys? See ya. I'm going to advance the opposite way. So here we go. Did you want to pile into crisis suits at all?
Yeah.
The 2 are in base, so they can't. So the 3rd could if you wanted to.
He's going to pile in
he's-
so he can...
Well, he could still swing where he was.
True, but then this way if I want to move in another direction, that gives all of them to move in the same direction at the same, without leaving one further out.
Bring it. The 2 attacks each from each of them. They're just Chazouis hitting on 5s because they're Tau. 1 hit. Strength 5. So you're wounding on a 3 against my toughness 4. Yeah, and I get my full 5-up save. Booyah. And I'll have this one go down to 2 wounds. Next up we got 4 green fire warriors fighting the Gene Stealers. 4 guys, and there's a Chazouis, so 5 attacks hitting on 5s. 1 hits, and then you're wounding on a 5 as well. Strength 3, toughness 4, nothing. Right now 5, 6 can attack, now 7 can. And there's a Chazouis, so it'll be 8 attacks. 5s to hit. 5s to hit, 6s to wound. Hey, you never know, right? Well, not bad for the hit. We got 4. And last time you rolled 4 dice for Overwatch, you got 4 6s. So you never know, right?
Overwatch.
And look at that, 2 6s. Go down, Fire Warriors.
Go.
3 up, 3 up. Oh, they won the card back.
Go fire!
Moral victory right there. It goes down to 7 wounds.
Yay, Fire Warriors in combat!
Woot! Now we've got the morale phase.
Yep.
Now in the morale phase, I get to start because it's my turn. The Raveners lost 2 guys this turn, and they're leadership 5. So if I roll a 6, 1 more will flee. Nope. Not enough of the Gene Stealers died for me to need to worry about it because their leadership is high enough. But your green fire warriors are in trouble.
Oh,
They've got a leadership of 7. You lost 5 guys. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you're fine. Or a 6, you're fine too because of their bonding knife. Yeah.
Or as we were calling it yesterday, the fish knife.
So don't roll 3, 4, or 5. Oh, it is 4, so 2 die. 1 or 2 run away, I should say.
2.
We's out of here. And this unit lost 3, so you have to roll a 5 specifically to lose any more, because that'll give you 8 because you roll a 6 as auto pass. Nope, you are fine.
Good.
They don't run away because they wounded it. They see a little chunk of Carnifex go, and they're like, they drew blood.
We can do something.
And like the piranhas or the sharks or other fish-like things in the ocean,
they smell blood and they want it.
They're drawn to it. So end of Tyranids turn 1, already in your lines, 8 an entire Tau squad, killed a lot of other fire warriors and breachers, and but I did lose a couple Raveners. Carnifex was wounded. A couple Gene Stealers died as they came in to the Overwatch fire. So I am not unscathed, but still, your front line is in trouble. Thankfully, the crisis suits can just kind of hop out of there. We actually forgot about their -1 to their hit rolls when they struck me in close combat, but I really don't care. It's not a big deal. It'll be a -1 to their hit rolls for shooting. That'll be more important to remember.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's my turn. So I've breached your front lines. So now it's up to these desperate second line defenders to see what they can do as we go to Tau, turn 1.
This whole 3 groups are going to fall back.
Well, the Fireblade doesn't technically fall back, so he could still fire.
He's going to
But
move.
he can move back.
Yeah, he's going to move back to at least get a little bit of cover. Whoops.
And then you, hopefully, with your second line, can light up my front line and stop me dead in my tracks. And back they go.
Suits are going to move back.
Fall back at the crisis. They do have the fly keyword, which means they'll still be able to fire. They are horrid right now. They're pretty afraid, so they'll be -1 of their hit rolls and leadership.
Broadsides are going to move up. 5 inches to get a little bit of line of sight on the stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, they need to do that.
He's going to move over so he can be in range for his fusion blaster.
So that way he can eliminate a Ravener and these guys can focus more on Gene Stealers. Fusion Mander.
Gonna fly
Quasi-Fusion
up.
Mander. He's not a true Fusion Mander without 4 fusion rifles, right?
Yeah. He's not total cheese, but he is a little bit of fun.
That's all right.
Now these Pathfinders are going to get up from going to ground and can't do anything else this turn. So the Ghost Keel is going to jetpack up. Whoops.
Get within 9 inches of that Carnifex. It's dangerous.
It is
He's getting
dangerous.
mighty close to things like the
And the
Hormagaunts.
2 drones.
But he should be able to survive the Hormagaunts and then fall back and then shoot again, right? But
Yep.
because you got to eliminate that before he gets too close.
Yeah, that's actually the second biggest, scariest thing on the table in my.
On to the shooting phase.
Starting with the Ghost Keel. He's going to. Well, actually, no. Start with the marker.
Marker lights first. That's right. You got the 5 Pathfinders, and that's
And also the Cadre has his own marker light as well. The Cadre is going to use his marker light to light up the Carniflex, and then the Ghost Keel is going to try to do some damage to it.
So you need to hit with 3 on a marker light because it's 2s normally, but it's heavy, and you moved. And you do hit. So now anything firing at the Carnifex gets to reroll 1s to hit. And now the Ghost Keel with his fusion, what's it called? It's more than just a fusion gun, and has 2 flamers.
Blaster.
Fusion Blaster. Is it just a Fusion Blaster? No, the Fusion Blasters are what goes in the back. There's a big one in his hand. Yeah, it's called a Fusion Collider. It gets D3 shots, so go for that. Oh! Do you want a command point
Yeah,
that?
burn a command point.
Which brings you down to 4 command points?
3
3 command points.
Because I burnt 1 on a reroll and 1
and 1
on
on
a
the
mine.
mines. Okay. D3. Okay, much better.
Much.
3 shots, normally hitting on 4s, but you moved and it's heavy, so you're hitting on 5s. Oh, 2 hits.
wounds.
That's enough to hit. No, that's
Oh,
2
it's
hits.
2 hits, sorry.
Strength 8 against toughness 6, so 3s to wound. It'll be ignoring my.
No.
Oh, reroll that one. Reroll that one. That was cocked. There we go. We got 1. It's -4, so it ignores my 3+.
But it's
And I'm
within-
not going to try to claim cover because I don't think I'll be 25% covered or 50% covered or whatever.
within range to shoot.
Yeah, so you're
Roll 2
within.
dice.
It does D6 damage, but you get to roll 2 dice because you're in half range and take the highest. 6 damage. He's down to 1 wound. Oh, maybe your flamers can do the trick. 2 flamers against it. 2d6 auto hits. Okay, 10 wood, 10 hits. You need 5s to wound, and I have a 3-up save, but I only have 1 wound left. This is pretty desperate right here.
This is.
Oh, that's a lot of wounds. You got 5 wounds. I got to fail 1 3-up save.
Have fun.
Boom. Oh no! I made them all.
That's okay. There's more than one way to kill a Carniflex.
The Carnifex?
Carniflex.
Carniflex, okay.
Carniflex is
Oh, you're doing that on
before it
purpose,
dies.
okay. Riptide next. What's he firing at?
Is a Twin Link Plasma to hopefully annihilate the Carniflex.
And then what's the heavy burst cannon doing? Because
Heavy
we have
Burst
to
Cannon's
declare it
gonna
all.
go all into the Gene Stealers and maybe annihilate a few.
Yes. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Oh no! The Carnifex is alive. Maybe Overwatch will finish him off. Who knows?
Maybe.
Heavy burst cannon against the Gene Stealers is 8 shots hit on 4s. Nice. Strength 6, so 3s to wound. Not bad. 6 wounds. I get a 5-up invuln because my armor save would be -1 anyways, so the cover doesn't really matter. Ooh, I rolled decent, so 3 guys die.
No feel, no feel.
No, I didn't
Oh,
make the
that's right,
catalyst.
the catalyst,
I
yeah.
failed the catalyst.
3 marker lights are going to go into the Gene Stealers. 2 marker lights are going to go into the
Raveners.
Raveners.
It's weird, but you could roll these one at a time.
Yes, I agree with
As
that.
as soon as you hit with the first one, it just slows things
It
down.
does.
That's why I don't like it. So you're going to do the 3 into the Gene Stealers first?
Yep.
So one at a time. One at a time. Because they hit on 4s. So that first one misses. Okay, didn't matter. Okay, that's a hit. See, the reason it mattered one at a time, because if the first one was a hit and then the second one was a 1, then he could re-roll that 1 because technically it has a marker light.
Technically.
I feel that there should be an FAQ that says you don't get the benefit of the marker lights until that Pathfinder unit is done firing. That'll just to speed up the game.
Yeah,
So the 2 shots from the other ones, and you can roll these both at the same time because you only really care about getting 1, and you got both of them.
yeah.
The second marker light just allows you to fire seeker missiles. You need a 3rd one on him for you to not get the negatives from heavy and assault weapons when you move or advance. So fusion blaster from your stealth to try to finish off the Ravener, and you're within 9-inch range, so it's good fusion range. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s thanks to the marker lights, but you miss.
No. 3 burst cannons are going to go into there. flamer, fusion, missiles from the crisis suits all are going to go into the Raveners.
Got it. First cannons into the Gene Stealers.
Rerolling 1s.
Hitting on 4s. Well, hit on 5s. Because you are horrored. So then reroll those 2 1s. So don't pick up those 4s. Because they are misses, unfortunately. 1 more hit. And these are going to wound on 3s. So we got 4 hits.
And they're minus 1 AP as well.
Yeah, so we're looking at 5 up invulns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing well with those rolls, only 2 die.
It's still 10 in that.
This unit is now down to 10, but I'm sure Overwatch will fix that problem.
More. Yeah.
Now the missile pod. Now we have a missile pod, flamer, and fusion, so if you really want to get the best results, he'll do the missile pod first, because that can finish off the Ravener, because it does 2 damage. And then the fusion might be able to one-shot the other, and then the flamer can finish off whatever doesn't get hurt. Missile pod hits on 4s, reroll 1s, nothing, so, or 1, sorry, 3s to wound, and they are minus 2 normally, so minus 3.
Minus 1 normally, but
so
2.
No, minus 2, so I don't even get a save, so I do 2 damage, and that 1 dies. Oh, I'm sorry, missile pods are D3 damage. I was treating them as 2 damage before.
There's 2 damage out of the way.
Yeah, there we go. Mixing them up with auto cannons, so the 1 dies. Master, hitting on a 4. Oh, nothing. D6 auto hits from the flamer though. He's got 3 wounds left to go through, so that's 6. Not bad. Here's 6 right here, and you need 4s to wound, and these will be minus 1 AP thanks to your advanced targeting system. It's like flamer hit the areas between the armor, because that's how you work with flamers, right?
Yeah.
You shoot down flyers, and they make lots of sense. So I've got a 6-up save, and I've only got 3 wounds. Ooh.
You made 1.
He dies. That's also a victory point. Yay, victory point!
Yay, that's 1!
Well,
you get more.
You've only need to get like 8 or 9 to make this really hard for me. Get up to like
okay.
13 or 14, it's nearly impossible for me.
We'll have fun. Commander's going to use his fusions to hopefully get more of those Gene Stealers down.
3 shots hitting on 2s. They don't have any marker lights on them, so no rerolling 1s. So 2 hits, and then you're just winning on 2s. Strength 8, toughness 4. Oh, and I get a 5-up invuln. I do not make it, so then you don't worry about the damage, because I only have 1 wound.
I know. Would have been awesome.
Lastly, you got your broadsides. What's their targets?
Well, the plasma is going to go into that unit. The rail rifle and the smart and the heavy missiles are all going to go into the Carniflex. And these smart missiles, I'm going to play them like I used to play. Closest unit within 24 inches, which unfortunately is them. I should actually put the high yields into those to get them more out of my territory to help.
They're the more immediate threat.
Yeah.
Smart missiles. You move, so they're hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1s, thanks to marker lights, though.
Still rolling 8 dice.
So, oh, that's not bad. Oh, it's a cock die. Reroll that one, and then reroll the 1. Ooh, wow. We've got 5.
And rerolling the 1.
5 hits. 3s to wound, strength 5, toughness 4. Yeah, only 2. 5 up invuln. 2 die. Well, you brought them below 10 strength. So now they will not be getting that flurry of blows or whatever it's called that gives you the +1 attack. Plasma, 2 shots hitting on 4s in this case because it's assault. 1 hit, wounding on 3s with a 5-up invuln. Kills 1 more. Well, you're whittling them down. And then the 2 high yield missile pods, so 8 shots hitting on 5s again, rerolling 1s. Only 1 hit so far, but we got 4 1s to help us reroll. And what do you get? Just 1 hit. 3s to wound, strength 7, toughness 4. There's another wound with a 5-up invuln. Not saved. Apparently my Gene Stealers are not very good at dodging. And then the heavy rail rifle hitting on 5s. It's got 2 shots. Boo! Yeah! Look at that!
Now I need those for the wound to give them extra wounds.
That's right, because they wound on 3s, but if you roll 6+ to wound, they take a mortal wound in addition to normal damage, which is already D6 damage.
But how can I get a 6+? Like an additional plus to hit with Tau?
Well, there might be other mechanisms that can give you ++ to wound.
Soon.
You just don't know, and so they're just there. Oh, look at that! They both do it. We got a mortal wound, which brings them down to 7. And
D6 each.
I don't even get a save because they're -4. So you've got to roll a total of 7 on those 2 dice to kill that Carnifex. Boom! Boom! One shot the Carnifex. That's how it works. Boom!
How rail rifles work.
He turns around, staggering, and the Hormagaunts realize that they can see the broadsides through the Carnifex. Not bad. Give that boy a gold star, or girl. I don't know what's in there. You can't really tell from here. Anyways, and so not a bad turn. Unfortunately, you didn't kill the Carnifex. You did whittle down the Gene Stealers. Not as much as I thought you were going to be honest. I thought you'd do a lot more damage than that. But you did kill a lot of them. You gained 2 victory points for killing the Carnifex and the Raveners, who both may come back this turn, but way back here, so they'll be out of your hair for a little while. And there's just more points for you when they...
If they come back in range.
Yeah, and each victory point that you gain makes it harder and harder for me to even win the game. But I think I'm going to do some damage this turn.
Yeah, you're more than likely to do a little more again.
Let's go to Tyranids turn 2. Start by having these Gene Stealers advance. So 8 plus 3, 11 inches.
Synapse?
Let's back up for a second though. We forgot about actually talking about morale, but because we have lost enough that there will be morale checks. But this Zoanthrope here and this Broodlord here are in Synapse range of these Gene Stealer squads, so we're okay. These Gene Stealers are going to advance their 11 inches. They're coming in deep.
No, because...
Let's advance these Gene Stealers too, see how far they go. 4, so 12. Rawr. They're coming for your Fusion Mander and his pet drone. We're going to count these Gene Stealers as being a little closer. This is unfortunately not grippy enough to keep them in place. And this Carnifex will... I want to charge him, but you got 2 flamers on him. So that's like total death. So he's just going to move up to here. He's probably dead from Overwatch no matter what I do, but we'll see. We'll advance these Hormagaunts, so they go 8 plus 5 plus 1 for adrenal glands, so they're going 14 inches! Rawr, rawr, we're coming for you, Ghost Keel. Don't know if we'll be able to do any damage to you, but we're gonna try. At the very least, we'll stop you from advancing. You can still fall back all that.
Yeah.
All you want. They're rushing forward. Let's advance these Zoanthropes, so 6 plus 4. They're getting close. Not that they're really dangerous, except for their psychic, but we need to keep that synapse bubble going. And these Zoanthropes will advance, ooh, so 12 inches. Yeah, well, these ones are going to, I want to get them up, but they don't need to get too close, so I'm just going to bring them over here, not their full 12 inches. The Broodlord will advance, good, 13 inches. Scuttle, 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 scuttle. So 10 inches. We get up in your face. It's our job. Let's advance these Zoanthropes. 1, so they're only going 7 inches. Just move them up to here. Oops.
They're the only synapse.
Malanthrope, move an extra 2 inches. Sorry, I've been doing this wrong. Zoanthrope's only movement 5, so these ones didn't move their full distance. I moved these ones back an inch. Yep. We'll advance these Hormagaunts, 8 plus d6 plus 1, so 11 inches in total. They're falling behind, but couldn't put everybody at the forwardmost line, unfortunately. Tervagon moves 8 plus 6 plus 1 for adrenal gland, so he's going 15 inches. End of the movement phase. We got a few things to do. One, I'm going to spawn Gaunts. Another one is I'm going to see if the Raveners, more Raveners show up. Now they're not troop choices, so they just come on a 4+. Yes, and does that Carnifex that you blew up single-handedly with 1 shot come back on a 4+? No.
Not this turn.
Raveners have arrived. It's going to take them a while to catch up to the party. And then I spawn 10 Termagants out front. Blah! Into the psychic phase, this Zoanthrope group is going to try to onslaught these Hormagaunts so they can charge even though they advanced. You need a 6. I fail. Yes, command point that. I pass. Down to 5. Provided to you by TNT Laserworks, LLC. This group of Zoanthropes are actually going to attempt to manifest Smite. The nearest unit will be the yellow Zoanthropes. We need to roll 5, preferably roll in 11.
Yellow Fire Warriors, not Zoanthropes.
Did I say Zoanthropes?
Yes.
So we do D3 mortal wounds, 1. So 1 from the Yellow Fire Warriors dies. The Broodlord wants to make the Ghost Keel afraid. Because, I don't know why actually. Because the Fusion Blaster is kind of scary? No. He wants to make the Riptide afraid. On a 6, you're afraid. Ooh, no, you're not afraid.
And you're not going to try and command repoint?
No, that's fine. Turbogon's going to try to put Catalyst on himself. Yeah, need a 6. Wow, failed. These zone throw-ups are going to attempt to manifest Smite, and the nearest will be your Fire Warriors. Need a 5.
Pathfinder.
Sorry, Pathfinders. So D3 of them will die. 3 of them. Boom! Their brains explode. Smite! Smite, smite! On to the shooting phase. We'll start with these 10 Termagants firing into these 2 green Fire Warriors. 10 shots in on 4s, rerolling 1s thanks to the Turbogon nearby. So we'll reroll those 2. Got 5 hits, strength 4, so 3s to wound. Ugh! 1 wound, you got a 4-up save. No AP here. You're fine. Then the Carnifex is going to scream at the yellow Fire Warriors.
Wounded me!
And so we got 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he didn't advance. Look at that, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not command pointing it. Minus 3 AP, so you don't get a save. So 1 just dies because he's so sad because the Carnifex doesn't like him. I don't like him either, I'm going home. Turbogon shoots a bunch of spikes out at those 2 green Fire Warriors. Hitting on 5s because I advanced, and it's an assault weapon. Wounding on 3s, that's a wound. And you're fine. Wow. Charge phase. Hormagaunts. No, I re-rolled it, so they do have onslaught on them. And so they are going to declare a charge. They're going to declare a multi-charge against your drones, against your ghost keel. And that's it, because I can't even get to anybody else if I wanted to. But you know, no, I'm not going to declare the Fire Warriors. That way, if they decide to overwatch, they won't be able to fire again because of the fact that they use their for the greater good protocols. So let's overwatch with them first. Winning on 3s. And you don't have advanced targeting system on him, right?
No, I don't.
So these do have AP nothing, so I get my 6-up save. Watch out. Here we go. Booyah! You only get to kill 6. Oh, I don't get my reroll hit rolls now. I had to have 20 guys to get that. You killed 6 of my 20. And then the fusion gets D3 shots. So 1 hitting on a 6. No.
Nothing.
Do these guys want it for the greater good?
No, I'd rather actually try and use these guys to destroy whatever starts to charge, because
is anything else
he's
over there
in the open somewhat to be able to be charged from them, so I need to try and protect him a little bit.
Okay, so charging, I get +1 of this, so it is an 8. These guys actually get to pile in and consolidate 6 inches. So I want to take advantage of that wherever I can to get up the board.
Yep.
Broodlord will declare a charge. I gotta measure something really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a multi-charge because if I get right to there and somehow these guys die from something else, then he could charge the Fireblade. So multi-charge into the green Fire Warriors and the Fireblade. Toss a photon grenade from your green guys. D6 shots. So 4 hitting on 6s. Oops, just get 1 hit and he gets -1 of his hit rolls.
There's 1, 2 6s.
2 hits. Let's back up for a second. 2 things. Photon grenades only work on an infantry, which he is, but before we were talking about throwing on the Carnifex, so I just want to correct that. Another thing is the Broodlord gives +1 hit rolls to Gene Stealers, which he is. He has a 2+ weapon skill. So if you give him -1 to his hit rolls, he'll just negate that with his +1 and still be at 2+.
Yeah.
So you may as well just not have thrown that photon grenade and fire 6 shots because of the Fireblade nearby with your 2 Fire Warriors instead. So hitting on 6s. Go for it. This is a better chance of doing something. 2 hits. 4 is to wound, strength 5, toughness 5, and 1 wound. I get this 4-up save. Saved.
Now
and then
I want to create a good with the other.
you don't need. You can fire with him right away because I declared him as a charge.
Yeah, so
3 shots from his pulse
fire
rifle.
cadre.
1 hits, and then you're looking at a 4 to wound. It's a wound. 4-up save. Not saved.
Now
Now the question becomes, if you want to, for the greater good of them, don't even bother for him because he's already locked in combat.
yeah, he's within range from both of them.
Oh yeah, easy. But like, do you want to use them now, or do you want to save them because you're worried about the Carnifex? I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with the Carnifex.
Yeah, I know. But
I'm just trying to lay out what could happen.
Let's see the Broodlord come through. Let's see
Okay.
what he rolls.
Let's charge 7 inches, so he's in. Easy, which is in base contact, so I'm 3.5 inches away from him. Okay, Carnifex, your turn. I'm going to declare a multi-charge. Or maybe I should just charge those green ones, kill the Carnifex. No, that seems like I'm just trying too hard. Let's give him a chance to die. Multi-charge the yellow and the green ones, so you can overwatch with them. Do you want to shoot the Fireblade as well?
Yeah,
for
might
the
as
greater
well.
good. He's only overwatched so far. He hasn't used his for the greater good. So 6s to hit. Not bothering with any photon grenades because they don't work against burn. Oh my god, look at those hits! Look at those hits! 6 hits. Look at all those MiniWarGaming die cubes.
Lovely, aren't they?
They are. 5s to wound. 5s to wound.
Unfortunately, 6s won't do a mortal wound.
Nope, you just need to hope that I fail my 3-ups. You got 2 wounds. It's not a bad odds for me to fail this. 3-up saves! Oh, you nailed the Carnifex!
Overwatch!
Star Fire Warriors did the first and the last wound of the Carnifex. Although I guess it could have been the Fireblade, but whatever. Jeez Louise, holy cow. Okay, those Gene Stealers are tired of your Fireblade being so awesome. And so they are going to ignore him while the Termagants charge these guys so the Broodlord can get in there. I'm not sure.
Gene Stealers further back in.
Yeah, I want to go after those Pathfinders. It's just that you'll be able to overwatch with your big guy as well. Because I didn't horror him properly for next turn, but you know what? They're going to declare a multi-charge against all 3 of these units. So he can't overwatch because he's for the Greater Gooded. But they've only overwatched so far, so they can overwatch again for the third time? No, second time.
Second time, yeah.
Because this is their second time being declared a target. 15 shots, thanks to the Fireblade, hitting on 6s. 2 hits. 2 more die. Nice.
Possibly kill the cadre and
then they will charge. Oh, let's reroll that one. 5 inches. They're going to use that to get into the yellow ones. And the green ones. And the cadre. Just like that. I think. Actually, no. You know what? I'm going to come over here. No. I know what I'm doing. I think. The Gene Stealer group right here are going to charge your commander. 3 fusion blasters. He's got the countermeasure system. Lets him reroll failed overwatch. 6s to hit. Oh no! You're so mean. Oh, triple hit. 2s to wound. 2s to wound. Strength 8. Oh.
goodbye.
Yeah, maybe. I got 5 up invuln. Dodge. Oh!
Oh! Attaboy! I'm actually.
Nope. Nope. No. Well, I guess I should roll their charge distance.
Far around them he can go.
6.
Okay. So
Because what I'm going to do here... Oh, wait, you've got fly. Never mind. I'm going to make it so you can't fall back. But you can. Because you can just fly. Whatever. Let's just kill you. And just for some insurance, these Termagants will declare charge against these 2 Fire Warriors. Charging 6 inches.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm going to just kind of tuck them over this way. We are going to go into the fight phase. You don't have any heroic interventions to do.
No, because you got them already in combat.
Yeah, they're all in combat. So I'm going to start with these 4 Gene Stealers. And this guy is technically closer to the Fireblade, so I'm going to leave him where he is. Because I'd like to actually kill these guys. And these guys.
Well, I think your Broodlord should do enough for one.
No, I want these 2 green guys to be dead before I do the Broodlord. So that he can then pile in to your Fireblade and kill him. Because Fireblades are actually a little tougher to kill because of how many wounds they have, and the Gene Stealers only have so many attacks. So I'd like to use these guys to kind of pull this way. You know, having said that, I actually want to change my mind. I'm going to start with these Termagants against these 2 Fire Warriors. We got the Termagants, 10 attacks, hitting on 4s. Winning on 4s, strength 3, toughness 3. Now, that's enough to kill your 2 Fire Warriors. We got 4 up saves, so 50-50 chance that one of them stays alive. And they both die. Point that you'll use a command point.
Yeah, I'm going to use a command point to try and keep one guy alive, just to
muck up my
Broodlord just that little bit more.
So re-roll it then.
Let's see. Will he survive?
He does. Woo! Okay. So which one's surviving? Your
Shazwee, of course.
Shazwee. All right. Well, then I will consolidate these Actually, no, I'll just leave them where they are. Okay, I'll do the Gene Stealers next. How many command points do you have left, by the way?
I have
Are you down to 2 or 1?
Left, actually, on the nose.
So I'll pile this one in this way, keep it in coherency, and this one this way. And yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck. Because, yeah, the Broodlord... Oh, wait, no, this one was near that Fire Warrior, so he'll have to stay over here. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't think there's any way to get that Broodlord in there to really kill your Fireblade, so I don't think I'm going to kill him this turn. So in that case, I'll leave this guy where he was, and I'm going to put as many attacks as I can onto your Fireblade. So we'll have all 3 of these attack the Fireblade, and this one attack the other ones. Yellow Fire Warriors hitting on 2s thanks to the nearby Broodlord. So we've got 3 hits. Wounding on 3s, 6s just straight up kill because of Rending Claws. We got 2 wounds at -1, so you got 5 up saves instead of 4 up. 1 dies.
And I removed that one.
So down to 4. And then the 9 attacks against your Fireblade, hitting him on 2s. Yuck, 3 1s. I'm not using Silent Talons because I want to get through his armor. Wounding him on 3s, really hoping for 6s. Yikes! Okay, 1 that he's just not going to get unless he gets the invuln, which I don't think he does.
No, you got rid of the drone to help that out.
And then a 5 up save for the other one. Hey, 2 wounds on him. Down to 3 wounds. Oh well, I tried. So the Broodlord will eat that green Fire Warrior. The Broodlord has 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Ugh, 2 1s. Then he's going to be strength 5, so he's looking at 3s to wound, but he gets to reroll failed. And those 6s are -6, 8. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, 2 6.
That would have killed like 2 or 3 Fireblades. Just to point that out there.
But I stalled you.
And then I will consolidate
That was
all of my Gene Stealers against your commander. 18 attacks from the Gene Stealers into your commander. I'm going to use my Rending Claws, just to be clear. I'm not within 6 inches of the Broodlord. We're looking at 3s to hit. Once again, my rolling has not been as good as it could have been. In fact, it's pretty crappy. I think your commander's going to survive. Unless I do that again. Only 10 hits, and I got to get through 6 wounds plus a drone, so not likely to kill him. Would like to see lots of 6s here, though. We're looking at 5s to wound, strength 4, toughness 5.
Yep.
6s will be -3 AP. Yeah, that was pretty bad. We got 2 regular and 1 really good one. So I will choose to allocate the regular first. Did you want to allocating those to the drone?
Nope. I'll take those.
You'll take those. So you got 4 up saves because they're -1. So he takes 1 wound, and you'll allocate that last one to the drone.
I'll allocate to the drone.
So the drone takes a mortal wound per the FAQ, and then your shield drone, so you get to ignore the wound on a 5+. I don't know why they don't make it a 4+, but they don't.
And I'll take care of the drone, unfortunately.
And you take 1 wound off your commander, who's now down to 5.
Yep.
Hormagaunts will go next. They'll pile in. They get to pile in up to 6 inches. So I'll just pile these ones in so they're touching, and then these ones will just kind of bring them in. So wrap them around, but get them closer to maximize my number of hits. Obviously, I'd love to do some damage here, but it's more just to force you to fall back. Give me a little extra movement too for the charging. I'm going to put as many as I can onto the drones as possible. So that'll be 5, 10 of them, and then 4 of them onto your suit. So 20 attacks from the Hormagaunts onto your stealth drones, hitting them on 4s. There's no negatives to hitting stealth drones in close combat. All right.
You roll bad.
Then we're looking at 5s to wound. Strength 3, toughness 4. Only 2 wounds. And that's how many drones you have.
4 up saves.
So you get 4 up saves. Dang. Wow.
Both.
That was really bad rolling. Keel, also hitting them on 4s. There's no negatives to the Ghost Keel in close combat. Only 3 hits. I've been rolling really poorly for my... Actually, I think I've been rolling poorly for everything, except my advances. Those advances, my advance rolls have been really good.
Yeah, for very first turn you did well.
6s to wound. Nothing. All the chargers have gone, so now we can rotate who fights, but I don't have anything left, so you just get to go. Who would you like to go first?
Let's start with the Ghost Keel over here.
He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 5s. Nice. Wounded on 2s. I think he got as many... Yeah, I think he just inflicted as many wounds with your 5 up. And I got my 6 up saves. 2 die. Whatever. And then the 2 drones.
Yeah.
They've got 2 attacks between the 2 of them, so 5s to hit. And that's it. Well, I guess we can reroll. There we go.
Yeah.
Who's next?
These guys are going to pile in.
See if they can do some damage to those Gene Stealers. You
Yep.
have 5 attacks between the 4 of them. Hitting on 5s. Jeez, 2 hits. And then you're wounding on 5s. 1 wound. What is with these Fire Warriors? 5 up invuln? I didn't even dodge it.
Those Fire
Well,
Warriors
I'm killing this one.
MVP so far.
Killing that one back there. So the Fireblade, the Gudger Fireblade against the Gene Stealers. He hits on 3s for some reason.
He's a little bit better.
So we got 3 hits, and then your strength 3 probably still.
Yep.
5s to wound. Nothing.
Nothing.
4 attacks from the commander. Hitting on 3s. Nice. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Dang, your rolls are way better than mine. Look at that. I think you're doing as much damage to me as I do with you with 18 attacks. 5 up saves? Okay, there we go. I can't complain. Only 1 dies. I'll kill this one for fun. So now we have a morale phase. How many Fire Warriors did you lose there?
3 this turn. From
Just 3?
there. Yeah.
Your leadership 7, don't roll a 5 and you're fine.
3.
And wherever I took losses, like the Hormagaunts and Gene Stealers, I have synapse to make me automatically pass morale tests, so I don't have to even roll them. But yeah, there's my next turn. I didn't do nearly as much damage to you as I thought I would. I came in and I finished off a few fire warriors, and I damaged your fire blade and your commander. Oh, and I kill. Oh, we have a morale check on the Pathfinders.
Yeah.
So they are only leadership 6.
Lost 3.
And they lost 3. So if you roll 4 or 5, they'll lose some. 4. So you lose 1 more as he runs away. So there, I killed one more. Killed one more Pathfinder. So yeah, you're proving to be a little meatier than I thought you'd be as I came in. I thought your commander would be dead. I thought everything over here, not the ghost kill obviously, but everything over there would be dead. But you are taking the punches. So let's see what happens in Tau turn 2.
Ghost Keel's going to move back
So you fall
12
back.
inches all the way back here to my second line, and the 2 drones are also going to follow suit. Fire Warriors are going to fall back up to here, as well as the Fire Cadre Blade.
So up they go. Commander doesn't want to stay in the fight with Gene Stealers?
Not for the moment. He's just going to back up just a little bit.
Kill a few more.
As his friends decide to come up and say hi to everything else as well. Because...
That'll do the trick, most likely.
And the stealth suit is going to move 8 inches as well, just to the far side of him to... Even if he moves forward, there's nothing else for them to really shoot at. So overcharge his weapon to hopefully do more damage. But let's
So you're going to do a Nova Charge, which you have to take a mortal wound, but you ignore it on 5 pluses because you have a stimulant injector. No, so you take a wound, so you're down to 9. But now your burst cannon will be 12 shots instead of 8, and it'll be minus 2 AP instead of minus 1.
Ghost Keel is going to flamer and put the fusion collider into them as well.
2d6 auto hits from the Flamer. Only 4 this time, not like the 10 of the Overwatch. 3s to wound. So we got 4 wounds, 6 up saves. 4 die. 3 shots from the fusion collider, so 2 shots hitting on 5s because you moved. Nothing.
No. The last Pathfinder is going to throw a mark light over on those guys to help out his buddies later.
I'll need a 4 to do so. He does not.
Pathfinders are going to shoot their pulse carbines into that squad there. So that's 8 shots.
So you're hitting on 4s. So 3 hits. So 3 wounds, no AP, so I got my 6 up save. Watch out. Boom, baby, 3 die.
Stealth unit's going to shoot his shot into those guys there.
And then I dodge it on a 5 plus. Not dodged.
Next is going to be the Fusion Commander, letting loose into the Gene Stealers as well.
2s to hit. And 2s to wound. So that's 2 with 5 up invulns. 1 dies.
Now for the Crisis Suits, Burst Cannons are going to go into that Gene Stealer squad. Flamer is going to go into these guys. And Missile Pod will go into them and...
So these 3?
No, into those guys there. And I might as well put the other Fusion Blaster into them as well. Just to try and eliminate as many as I can.
Let's do the D6 auto hits from the Flamer first. So we got 3 auto hits winning on 4s. So 1 wound, 5 up save. Not saved.
Overwatch at this point.
And then burst cannons with the 3 Gene Stealers.
Yeah.
12 shots hitting on 4s. Yeah. Winning on 3s. So we got 4 wounds with 5 up invulns. I got 3 guys left and they're dead. That's a victory point. So you're up to 4 now, I think.
Yep.
And then the 1 missile pod shot into the Termagants.
Missile.
I don't get a save. Hold on while you're rolling 3 dice. Oh, missile pod's 2 shots. That's right.
Yeah.
4s. Go ahead. Roll them all. 4s to hit. 2s to wound.
Well, we should do it separate because the Missile Pod does D3, but it doesn't really
Well,
matter.
they're 1 wound each.
Yeah,
They're 1 wound each. Both of them ignore my armor, and they both wound me on 2s. That's how we can roll them all together. So 2 more will die.
Now the Riptide is going to shoot his heavy burst into them.
The Termagants?
Into the Termagants. And
what about the plasma? It's going to target with the plasma. Zoanthropes?
Yeah, let's go for the zone throw. So I'm not liking that smiting or any psychic stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't target the Broodlord until I get rid of those other guys, and I can't
Yeah, he's not the
hold
closest.
off on the shots until
No.
I annihilate. So
2 plasma shots, hitting on 4s. So it's 1 hit, winning on a 3. Nothing. Then 12 shots from the Nova Charge Heavy Burst Cannon, hitting on 4s. Not bad. 2s to wound, strength 6, toughness 3. And that's 5. And these are AP minus 2. So 5 just died. That's how many are left. That's another victory point. Lastly, the broadsides. What's their target? Can't target the Malanthrope, but pretty much anything else in line of sight, which would be over here. You can fight on.
yeah, are gonna go over into these guys to annihilate them.
The smart missiles there.
The high yields will also go there. The rail rifle and the plasmas will go over here.
Rail rifle hitting on 4s.
See if I can do some damage again.
You killed a Carnifex in 1 turn. 1 hit, wounding on 2s.
Go 6.
No.
Nothing.
And the 2 plasma shots as well. Hit on 4s, wounding on 3s in this case with a 3-up invuln. Not saved.
Supercharge theirs.
Down to 1. And then we got all the shots on them. Yeah. 8 smart missile shots hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. And they have any AP?
No AP, but they
6
minus
up.
any cover save.
So 1 dies. The high yield. Oh, these do have AP, so clearly 4s and 2s in this case. 2s to wound. So 4 more die. Pum, 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 pum. That is all of your shooting. Did you want to do any charges? You can't with anybody that fell back.
No, I'm actually thinking I'm going to assault with the crisis suits on the Gene Stealers.
You're gonna assault with them?
Yeah.
I don't have any Overwatch. How far do you charge? 9 inches. Bring it. You're gonna hope to kill them before I can do any more damage with them. Never know who they can go and tie up, right?
Exactly.
And we might as well, unless you're gonna do any other charges.
No, that was all the charges I was wanting to do.
So then we'll just go straight into that fight. 6 attacks, hitting on 5s.
You sure they're not actually a little bit better, the suits?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. That's... Oh, but you got 3 hits. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. So you could kill both of them if I fail both my 5-up invulns. Oh, I made it, and I failed it. So I'll kill this one, and you're all done. You want to consolidate, or do you just not care and stay where you are?
I'm just going to stay where I am.
See if my Gene Stealer can finish off that 1 crisis suit. I'll use my Rending Claws. 3 attacks, sitting on 3s. 3 hits. 5s to wound. Really want those 6s, though. Oh! I'm not coming.
Ouch!
Not command pointing that one. That does have the unfortunate side effect for you of having your crisis suits locked in combat, so they can't overwatch. Which should be interesting. I'm going to have this guy... No, he's fine right where he is. I'll consolidate and touch the middle one. Interesting. So you killed all my Termagants, a bunch of my Hormagaunts, the rest of my Gene Stealers, most of my Gene Stealers. You sprinkled some wounds over here on the Hormagaunts and on the Zoanthropes, but you are keeping my line back. Like, you kind of see this area that's like a no-go zone. Every time I cross it, more stuff dies. But I do have a lot in your lines. If I can just get 1 good turn of rolling, which might be now, then your line should crumble.
Well, you'll be definitely in my first deployment line no matter what, so we're getting close to the end of the game, so as soon as now or never.
Yeah, we're only into turn 3 right now, but we have to see if I can punch hard enough to just get through. Because honestly, reinforcements are going to take so long to come back. If they did a Dawn of War style, it might have made more sense, but this is, if they're like, yeah, they discourage having fly, but it's like, these guys will get there. But everybody else, those Carnifexes and stuff, if they come in turns 3, then it'll be like turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. I'd have to go to turn 6 even to get them into your deployment. So really it comes down to, right now, this line has to smash in and do a lot of damage, but you've killed most of my Gene Stealers, and they were my hard hitters. But we still have some chances here. I got a lot of smites. I got a hard-hitting Broodlord. I got a Turbogon coming up. So let's see what damage we can do. I did forget to give you -1 to hit the Hormagaunts when they're close to the Malanthrope. I'll have to remember that next time.
Yes.
Oh, well.
We both forgot about that one.
Oh, well.
But you get to have that unit I killed with that come back on the table, though.
There we go.
Because that was a free unit you spawned, and every unit I killed, you get back.
Yeah, they're just not going to get there in time. Tyranids, turn 3. Hormagaunts are not going to advance. They don't need to. They're just going to hop up here. Gotta take care of these fire warriors once and for all.
They've been chewing through everything else.
Yeah, these ones especially. Jeez.
Yes!
Tervagon is going to bound up the middle there. Ooh, he actually stayed. Hormagaunts will advance. They get +1. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm not using a command point there. Where am I going to use command? I know where I'm going to use command points. To allow my guys to start further up. That's where I'll save my command points for. So I'm going to go 8 plus the 1, so 10 inches. I'm just going to bound them forward this way.
Oh no,
For now.
the one Pathfinder. Whatever will he do?
Hey, one less marker light. This is a lot of Hormagaunts. Whoops. Oh, you get the idea. Malanthrop will advance 5 plus 2.
A little bit. As long as we remember.
I'll remember that he provides that bubble next time. Broodlord will advance 8 plus 6, 14 inches. Ooh, I should take advantage of that. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to move up to try to take care of that Riptide. I'm going to stay out of line of sight of that Ghost Keel. So I'm going to readjust if I have to. Oh no.
No,
Then I'm going to use my full 14 so they can't fail that charge.
Yeah.
Now their Nova charge is still in effect, so it could really hurt them, but I've got 4 wounds left. Hopefully it'll work. The Zoanthropes here will advance 11 inches.
And then cut.
And I'm going to come up here so that I can perhaps smite your Fireblade. You know what? No, the Hormagaunts got that. I'm going to shift them this way.
Smite the Crisis? Or the...
Yeah, I'll make sure he's the one doing it. And then these Zoanthropes also advancing 11 inches. Yeah, we're going to just pile right down the middle here. And make sure I hit you so hard that it's hard for you to recover from it. And then these ones will advance just 1, so 6 inches. So I guess they'll just smite that Fireblade. Or sorry, Pathfinder. These Termagants will advance. So we're going 9 inches. So they're going to wrap around this way. I shall flood. Endless swarm. Raveners will advance, so 12 plus 1. I think their only role in this game from this point forward is to grab the deployment zone. So they are pretty far away. And the movement phase, I got some rolls to make. I got 2 Carnifexes that could come back on 4s, and both of them do. We got the Termagants that were spawned and killed come back on a 2+, and they do. And then the one Genestealer group also comes back on a 2+, which it does.
Gee.
I knew I was keeping these command points for a reason. I'm going to spend 4 command points. There's a stratagem that for 2 command points, instead of deploying my guys 6 inches from the table edge, I deploy them anywhere in my deployment more than 9 inches away from you. So that'll give me much more of a head start. So we got the Genestealers deployed forward, the Carnifex deployed forward, so they caught up to the Raveners. Man, that was a forced march. And the other Carnifex and Termagants way at the back. We'll get there, guys. And we spawned 10 more Termagants, giving you even more victory points, or me more victory points, whichever happens first. And now the Psychic Phase. Smite, which will hit that last remaining Pathfinder. Need a 5, and I get it. So he's just dead because of D3 mortal wounds. Goodbye. I'm going to cast Smite from these Zoanthropes, which will hit your Crisis Suit, so we need a 5. And we get 8. So I do D3 mortal wounds, which is 2. So it finishes off the 1 hurt 1, and then it damages one of your choice. Flamer or Fusion. Both hard choices.
It is hard choices. I'm going to put it on the Fusion, on the Flamer one.
From this Zoanthrope, so it'll hit the Crisis Battle Suits. And I roll a 7, so I manifest it and need D3. And I get 2, and I finish off the one with the Flamer. So that brings the Genestealer out of combat. Which means you'll be able to overwatch with that last one.
Yep.
The Broodlord will also smite, which will hit the Riptide 5 and does D3 mortal wounds, and does 2. You ignore those on 5s. Okay, your stimulant injectors. Do you notice your brain getting cooked? A little.
Just not quite enough to bring me down a bracket yet,
We'll get
but
there.
shortly.
We'll get there. And lastly, the Tervagon is going to attempt to manifest Catalyst onto the Broodlord, giving him the 5-up ignoring damage. Or wounds, or whatever you want to say. He needs a 6. And he perils. He'll be fine. He'll take 3 mortal wounds.
Woo!
Brings him down to 11 wounds, but we do get Catalyst off. Shooting phase. Fire the Flesh Borers. They're assault weapons, so I can still fire them even though I advanced into the Fire Warriors. Hitting you on 5s instead of 4s. Oop, let's re-roll that one. And I'm not within 6 inches. No, I only got 2 hits. I'm not within 6 inches, so I only got 2 hits. 3s to wound, so that's 2 wounds. You get a 3-up save because you've got cover. So let's see if I kill any. I don't. And the ones I spawned will fire at your Pathfinders.
Okay.
All but 1 are in range, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s, because that was a pathetic roll. 4 hit, even with those re-rolls. 3s to wound. And then you get your 5-up saves. Because not all of them are close enough to the barricade.
Well, they have 5-up normally.
Right, but the barricade, if they were close to it, would give them a 4-up.
1.
So 3 die. That's actually, that was a really good volley. Good job, guys. And he's going to fire his spikes at something. Something important.
Fusion.
It won't kill any of them.
Well, he's got 1 wound left on the stealth suit.
Oh, that's right. I'll fire at him. I do get -1 to hit him, though. That's fine. 1 hit. Wounded him on 3. Strength 5, toughness 4. Oh. Do I use my last command point for that? No. And to the charge phase. Hormagaunts will declare a multi-charge against your Fireblade, who won't be able to overwatch because you can't see them, and the Fire Warriors, who will. So you don't want to fire a photon grenade. You're just going to try to eliminate as many Hormagaunts as you can.
Yeah.
With 12 shots, thanks to your Fireblade. Hitting on 6s. 3 hits. 3s to wound. Strength 5, toughness 3. You got 2 wounds with 6-up save. No, not at all. If those 2 were up there, then those 2 would have been saved because I would have had
5-up.
I'd have 5-up instead of 6-up. And then I will charge 3 inches. Well, 4, because I got Adrenal Glance. That's enough. I'm going to wrap around this way to get the Fireblade. Somebody will go with him. And then I'm going to pack as many as close to these Fire Warriors as possible because they're annoying and I want them to die.
And they survived every other charge.
Yeah, he's in there. This one's not going to be able to fight.
You've done.
Termagants will declare multi-charge against the 2 of them as well. No more overwatches because they're locked. We got to.
Cadre Fireblade.
No, he's locked. He's locked now. 6 inches won't get them there. We'll declare a charge against the Pathfinder. I meant my Termagants, of course. You get 2 shots from your Pulse Carbine. Hitting on 6s. Ooh, 1 hit. 3s to wound. With a 6-up save. Nope. Did you want to, for the greater good with your Riptide? Huh?
Oh, no, sir.
Oh. I tried. Charge. Well, at least I get to charge them. So 9 inches to bring them into here. And so on and so forth. And they go, Broodlord, declare charge against Riptide, who can overwatch. Obviously you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Plasma rifles first. Rapid fire, so 4 shots hitting on 6s. Ah, you started with a 6 already. 3s to wound. 5-up invuln. Okay, good. Woo! And then the Nova Charge Heavy Burst Cannon hitting on 6s with a 12 shots. 12 shots! Okay, good. Only 2 hits. Can't kill me. Wounding on 3s as well. Strength 6. Only 1 wound. 5-up invuln. Not saved. So he's down to 3. I guess I should roll for his charges in case I might want to wrap around.
Yeah, I was going to...
It's not really anywhere I want. Oh, let's roll anyways. Whatever. I can't fail it, and I go 5 inches. Yeah, I'll just stay here. Boom. You know what? I'm going to come over here. That way I can... Yeah, we're good. I'm going to take a big chance here. This Gene Stealer is going to declare a charge against your commander. It's a big chance because you get 3 shots and you can re-roll fails. 6s. Oh, you already got 1. Don't you dare get 2. Don't you dare get 2. Okay.
Oh.
You need 2s to wound.
That's a 2.
5-up invuln. Re-rolling with my last command point. Oh, command points are all gone. It's a victory point.
That is 1 more for me.
Now, before we go any further, you actually wanted to do a proximity mine once he entered.
Once he crossed that barrier, when I wanted to go, boom, proximity mine on the Broodlord.
How many command points do you have left?
I have 2 left, which will leave me with 1 at this point.
Okay, so you could re-roll it. Do you want to re-roll with your last command point?
Yeah, let's have some fun with this one.
Okay, just roll it fast. Go, okay, good. Oh,
it was so close.
Oh, okay, we're both out of command points now. Now everything you see is just what it is. Turbogon will declare a charge. Let's make it a multi-charge because you're in supporting fire or greater good anyways. To all 3 of the guys up there.
Get it.
Yeah, and they all want to fire at him. Commander first, just to see if you fusion blaster him to death. So you get 6s to hit. And you get to re-roll them. I've got 11 wounds left. Oh, you got 1. No, I don't like that because you still have another couple fusion blasters. So you wound him. And I don't get any saves. So you just do 2d6, take the best 1 wounds. Oh, I've got 11 wounds left. Oh, 5. Oh, I'm down to 6. I don't like that at all. They got 2 more fusion blasters.
I'll use...
So do the stealth suits fusion blaster on a 6. No, you did it! 3s to wound, you can still fail it. Oh! Boom! And then you roll 2d6, take your best 1. You need a 6 to kill him. 5. That brings it down to 1, so I'm pretty nerfed anyways. You got another fusion blaster, but then you also got 4 shots from your
Burst cannon
burst
as
cannon.
well.
So 6s to hit. Okay, and then you got 4 shots from a burst cannon. Oh, I can't believe you're going to take them out.
On Overwatch, too.
Oh, a hit for the burst cannon. 5s to wound, strength 5, toughness 8. No.
No.
Okay, good. And then I charge +1 because I have a training plans 11 inches. 11.
Yeah.
I'm taking all 3 on.
Let me just move the 1 dice so he's flat.
Into the fight phase. You're at a command point, so I don't have to particularly worry about the order that I do these in unless they affect each other. So I'll start the Hormagaunts, 3 of them into your fire warriors and 2 of them into the fire blade. The other one's going to be just linking the 2 together. 6 attacks into your fire warriors, hitting on 4s. So 3 hits, wounding on 4s. Why should I be re-rolling 1s? There was 1 hit that was a 1, so let's re-roll it. No, still, you got 2 wounds on you, so you got 4 up saves. Nice, 1 dice.
Yoink.
And then the 4 attacks on the fire blade. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, and then wounding him on 4s. Nothing. Termagants into the Pathfinder, because I want them to kill it and then pile into that Riptide. So then the Broodlord can do other stuff. Let's just get them in there. 9 attacks, hitting on 4s, no re-rolls. And wounding on 4s. Well, it should kill him. He's got 5 up saves. Not likely to make 4 or 5 up saves. It is possible, of course.
No, why am I doing 2 in time? Just
Because you make everybody wait.
okay.
He's dead. Just accept it. Hey, nice try. And
He's got claws. It's not my fault he's trying to skewer somebody else.
they're going to pile in this way. And now the Broodlord is going to try to finish off that big old Riptide. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. 2 1s. I need. Strength 5s. I need 5s to wound, but I get to reroll fails. Really looking for 6s here because they do lots more damage. Dang it, only 2. You got your 5 up invuln, because otherwise I ignore your armor pretty much.
And
they
then
do
5 up.
Not yet. I do D3 wounds each. Ugh, only 3. Oh, it could have been so much better. Now you get your 5 ups. 6 up, sorry.
Up. Yes.
Oh, you save 1 profile, at least.
Yeah.
Turbogon will then go. I'm going to put all my attacks into your commander. I still have 3 attacks, but at this profile I'm now 5+ weapon skill. But I am using Scything Talon, so I get to reroll 1s to hit. So 2 hits. Nice. Strength 7, so 3s to wound against your toughness 5. Nice. So you have 6 up saves thanks to my AP. Don't make any of these. Oh! No! Boom! I was D6 damage apiece! If one of those got through, I could have killed you. If 2 of them were through, I most likely killed you. Oh, I can't believe that. Now you're going to punch the Turbogon to death. That's all I got. I killed a Fire Warrior and a Pathfinder in all of that. Oh, this is grueling to watch my rolls just suck so bad. So let's see what kind of damage you can do back. Fire Warriors first, hitting on 4s. No, 5, sorry, but still.
Yeah.
Wounding on 4s. Nothing. 3 attacks from the Fire Blade. He's hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. It's 2 wounds, 6 up save. Kills 1. What's the Riptide 1 attack? Termagants or the Broodlord? You're going to have to swing with the Termagants?
Yeah, I'm going to swing at the Gants.
Yeah, 3 attacks now that you're damaged. Still hitting on 5s. Nothing. And then your commander is going to try to take down the Turbogon.
4.
He's hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 6s. Oh no, he's strength 5, right?
Strength 5,
so
yeah.
5s. 1 wound with a 3 up save, otherwise I'm dead. Oh, whatever. You double 6 to stay alive and I can't make 1 3 up.
You came, you saw a fist.
I died. So your commander can consolidate forward if he wants. The other 2 will be stuck where they are.
Yeah, he's gonna move forward just a wee bit.
What a crappy turn for me. I'm swarming in, but you just killed something else. You're up to 7 victory points now? Did you already up it to 6?
No, I didn't up to 7 next.
So you're up to 7 victory points. And yeah, sure, right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 victory points. But every time you kill one, your victory points goes up and mine goes down because I'm not there. But I do have a swarm coming in, so that's going to be your thing. You got to kill enough. That doesn't matter how many guys I get in there. And so you've got to be thankful for those turns like this, where the Riptide could easily be dead right now to that Broodlord.
Yeah.
The Fire Warrior's not done to the Hormagaunts. Yeah, whatever. They're just strength 3, no AP or anything. The Turbogon getting overwatched to death.
And then punched.
And then doesn't even get, like, you made 2 6-up saves, otherwise that commander would be dead and the Turbogon would be alive. That's a big shift right there as well. But I still have lots of guys come in, lots of smiters still around to finish off. You've got a lot of weakened units. Commander's hurt, crisis suits are down, stealth suits are down, the Riptide is down to 6 wounds. Your Ghost Kill's fine, and so are your broadsides. They're on the edges. But even they eventually are going to come under fire of some smiting. So I think that's my saving grace here, is that those Zone Throats are just going to keep pushing the Tyranids forward and lashing out at your non-psychic brains. So see what happens in Tau turn 3.
Ghost Kill is going to actually jump up forward 8 inches up to over here.
He really wants to take care of
Some more.
all my smiters.
Well, he wants to do some more damage as much as he can all over the place. The Fire Warriors and the Cadre are all going to fall back somewhat just a little bit closer together. Just to put you out of combat so I can shoot you. The Riptide will also...
He's not going to stay in combat?
No, he's going to move back so he can shoot you.
Is he going to Nova Charge?
And he is going to Nova Charge again.
So see if you get that 1 wound back that you're about to take. On a 6+ you do. You're good at rolling 6s? Nah. It's down to 5.
Thank you. Okay, he's going to jump down to shoot them. He's going to move over also. And he's going to move over a bit more.
Shooting phase!
Everything's just going to unload into them. Just wipe them out. Let's see what I can do.
Smart missiles, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s, strength 5, toughness 4. 3-up invulns. Oh!
Nice.
All right.
Fields.
High yield missile pod. Actually, does a high yield missile pod do multiple damage?
I think they do, actually.
We'll do the plasma next so you can finish off that damaged one. Hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 3s. The 3-up invuln. Oh, yeah, no. Didn't matter. High yield missile pods then. Hitting on 4s. 3s to wound.
Strength 7.
Yeah, so 3's doing toughness 4. And then we got our 3-up invulns. Oh, okay, so 1 failed. Normally does D3 damage, but it goes on a guy with only 1 left anyways. And now
Rail
the
rifle.
heavy rail rifle. 2 shots hitting on 4s. This could theoretically kill the 2 of them.
2 shots.
Not likely, so 2's to wound. Okay, maybe likely.
Mortal wound guaranteed because the 6.
The 6, okay, there's a mortal wound, so I got 3-up invulns. Oh, I failed both. You could kill both of them. So the 1 goes down, so the 1 just dies. And then it does D6 wounds and kills the other one.
Boom! Yes, you did.
And one of those mites.
Skill is going to fire everything into these little guys.
Including the fusion? The Zone Throats aren't characters. You can target them without them being the closest.
Yeah, but I can't. Which one does the smite exactly, or is it the unit that does the smite?
I choose a guy from the unit to do this.
Oh, okay, so then yeah, I might as well just shoot the first with the fusion over there. So
Okay. D3 shots. So you got 1 hitting on a 5 because you moved. And he missed. 2d6 auto hits with the flamers. Ugh, 8 auto hits. 3s to wound against my Termagants. Oh, only 4. I'll kill the ones at the back. 6-up save. Yeah, 4
Okay.
die. 4 die.
the Riptide is going to use his heavy into them, plasma over into them.
To the Hormagaunts, okay.
Range happy.
Plasma rifles then first, hitting on 4s.
He moved.
Doesn't matter, the plasmas are assaults.
Yeah.
And so we got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. And they don't get their 5-up saving, then they're in cover. We'll kill 3, so I still have Synapse. And the 12 heavy rail rifle shots from the Termagants hitting on 5s because you moved. Oh, only 1 hit. 1's dead. I'll kill you.
The suit is going to put everything into this unit here. For burst.
Yeah, burst cannon hitting on 4s. So 2 hits, wounding on 3, strength 5, toughness 3.
Minus 1 AP.
Minus 1 because of the... So it kills...
Advanced targeting.
Yeah, so you killed 2 already, so then you got the fusion that hits on 4s. And kills on a 2, no saves. Boom, 2 die.
Okay, next fusion into them, and then he's...
Fusions are going to... In the Termagants?
The one fusion is going to go there, and those fusions are going to go there.
Okay,
as
so you
well.
are going to target
Yeah.
them. So the first fusion from the stealth suit hitting on a 4. Hits, wounds on a 2. And they got a 3-up invuln. Yes. So 2 hit, wounding on 2s. 2 wound, 3 up in bones. 1 gets through, so you roll 2d6 and take the best one. Don't roll double ones and you kill him. Yeah, you got him. You killed 1.
Splat!
Just realized I've been cheating myself wounds. Zoanthropes have 3 wounds each, not 2. But we'll just remember that from this point forward.
We have both made errors back and forth on commanders and this and that.
So
we're
many
having
things to
fun.
remember. Yeah. Are you going to do any charges?
No, I like my Overwatches have been doing
Yeah.
fairly good against
Yeah, you almost kind of gave up your Overwatch right there, but then you lucked out when
I did.
when I smited and killed a couple of them.
Which maybe that wasn't a good thing for you.
Maybe, I don't know. I killed 2 of them, so that's nice for me. So there's no morale checks because I'm in Synapse for everywhere that I've been hurt.
And I didn't really lose
You didn't
much.
lose anything. You took a mortal wound there,
A Fire Warrior, or Pathfinder, 2 Fire Warriors.
but that wasn't during this turn, so you're fine.
You killed one.
No, not during this turn. It was during the battle round, but not during the turn.
Yeah.
Because morale happens at the end of your turn, and you didn't lose anything during your turn. So you're fine. So that's it. So you've punched back a little bit. You killed 4 Zoanthropes, and a whole unit of them over there. That's 1 less smite. The Turvagon's gone too, so I've only got 3 smites. If I smite. So that should be interesting. Let's go into Tyranids turn 4. So Termagants are going to move forward along with the Broodlord. Broodlord no longer has his catalyst on, which is scary for me. He's down to 3 wounds. Hormagants are going to start swarming this way, so they're going to get up to this rung. We're just going to remember that. Oh, look at that. They'll slide back down. And the other ones are all right behind them. And the Malanthrope will move up too. These Zoanthropes I got to position very carefully because I need to smite the right thing. So I'm going to move this unit up here so that they can smite either the Fireblade or the suit, depending on which one I decide to be the focal point. And then these Zoanthropes are just going to have to... You know what? I'm going to advance them.
Try to advance them.
Yeah, 1 inch
2
further.
inches.
1 inch further. Not going to be worth it. You know the Termagant's over here to force your Ghost Keel to have to stay over here rather than go back? If he wants to flamer them. If he wants to do that. Then we got a whole line to move up. Let's start with those Raveners. They're going to move 12 plus 5. 17 inches.
Nice. This turn.
17 inches. Alright, so they're obviously going to get in there. Carnifex moves 7 plus D6, and then plus 1 for Adrenal Glands, so he's moving 11 inches. Gene Stealers will move 8 plus 5, 13 inches. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Hello. They are coming for you. We're coming for you. Can you do enough damage before we get there? Maybe, I don't know. Carnifex will advance just an inch, so that'll be 9 inches in total. Up he goes, and the Termagants will go 6 plus 1. Whatever, they're not going to be in. They're not going to be doing anything in this game. Then my Gene Stealers come back on a 2 plus. They do. My Turvagon comes back on a 4. He does not. The Zoanthropes come back on a 4. They do not. More Gene Stealers have arrived. With this line of Tyranids coming your way. Time to smite. Broodlord first. 7. So I do D3 mortal wounds. 3. Nice. You ignore them on 6s. That's your stimulant injectors. No, you take 3. You're down to your lowest profile. So down to... There it is. 2.
I'll take the 12.
Need a 5. And we get an 8. D3. 3! We got him! He has 3 wounds. Pop! He loses his head. And these Zoanthropes will smite your commander. Not likely to kill him unless I roll an 11 or 12. So just doing D3 mortal wounds. 3!
No.
Oh, wow. So he's down to 2, just like that. Turvagon can't do it, but Zoanthropes can. Into the shooting phase, we'll put these Termagants. Actually, the closest is actually your Fireblade, but I want to fire at these Fire Warriors. 6 shots hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 3s. Well, two wounds. You get a 3-up save because you're in cover. Can I kill 1? Nope. And then these Termagants will fire at your stealth suit. -1 to hit them, so you're hitting on 5s. 1 hit, wounding them on 4s. Strength 4, toughness 4. No. Raveners, they advance. They're going to fire their assault weapons, their death spitters, into the commander. So I'm hitting on 5s instead of 4s, thanks to moving. So we've got 5 hits. 4s to wound. Got 2 wounds, -1, so you're 3 ups to 4 up. You've got 2 wounds left. So fail both these 4 ups and you're dead. Make one of them and you're alive. You're alive. Barely, but you're alive. Not bad. Smites and shooting did quite a bit of damage, so I'm happy with that. We're going to go into our charge phase. My Termagants will declare charge against your Riptide, obviously, to clear the way for the Broodlord. Plasma rifles, hitting on 6s. 1 hit, winning on a 2. No saves. Kills 1. You're not allowed to kill all of them, by the way. That's just against the rules of statistics.
I don't believe in statistics.
I don't believe. Never tell me the odds. 12 shots from the burst cannon because it's Nova Charge, hitting on 6s. I still have 5 guys. What are you doing? That's 5 hits. I told you 12 shots shouldn't kill 5 guys when you're hitting on 6s. 2s to wound. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. No, you killed them all. Woo!
Now your Broodlord gets to have that Overwatch again.
Oh, how did you do that?
Plasma.
No.
But I'll go over and mark myself down for another point.
That's a victory. Yeah, and on top of that, you got a victory point. These guys were in your end zone.
The 2-point end zone for you.
Yes. Okay, the Broodlord's going to charge. You can Overwatch. Plasma, 4 shots, hitting on 6s.
Go 3.
Nope.
I said
12 shots with the whatever.
burst.
The burst cannon. 6s. Okay, just 1. Man, how did you kill 6 guys with whatever? And you do wound me, 5 up invuln. Not saved. And then I charge 9 inches. So he goes down to 2. And then he charges 9 inches. So I will go and tuck all the way back here as far as I can. Big squad of Hormagaunts, which is actually kind of on this ramp, will declare a multi-charge against these 2. Commander's hitting on 6s, re-rolling. So 3 misses. And 1 hit. Once you just roll the 1 shot from the other fusion as well. I'll re-roll that, it's cocked. So 1 hit, kills on the 2.
no.
Of course, against Hormagaunts, who I don't even care about. I get +1 of this. Okay, good.
Oh.
8-inch charge.
I thought you were...
That 8-inch charge gets me all the way back here. So with any luck, both of these guys are now going to be dead. If I kill them and your Riptide,
You will win
that's
the round.
probably a game. Or that's probably a game. But not that we'll call it at that point. I'm just saying
Oh, no,
that.
I'll play it out to the end.
We'll
but
see.
You will...
Yeah, it'll be tough after that. Here we are. Hello. I'm not going to charge anything else. Should have actually ran those Hormagaunts just back to the back lines, but oh well. Let's go into the fight phase. Start the Broodlord. He's got 6 attacks. Just has to get through 2 wounds. He hits on 2s. The Riptide hit me and killed me on 6s. Surely. What the frickin' crap?
4 ones?
What? Okay, I wound you on 5s and I get to re-roll if I fail. Hold on, that was a cocked die. Okay, so let's re-roll. I want a 6. Give me a 6. You get 5 up invuln. Don't you dare make it. Don't you dare make it.
I get 5 up, 6 up.
No, not the 6 up yet. I do
Okay,
D3 damage. You have 2 wounds left. 2? Okay, you gotta roll a single 6 out of these 2 dice and you stay alive. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Riptides do not explode. Woo! Oh, that was way harder than it should have been. I will consolidate this way. Like so. Hormagaun's turn. I'm just going to pile in to get everybody in. They pile in 6 inches, so we are able to do whatever we want. I'm going to put 8 guys into the stealth suit and 7 into the commander, just because the stealth suit's a little harder to kill. I'd want to kill both of them. That's what I obviously want to do. So 16 attacks into the stealth suit. It's -1 to hit them, so I'm hitting on 5s. But I am re-rolling 1s. Ew. 2 hits so far. 3 hits. 5s to wound him. 1 wound, and you got a 3-up save. No modifiers. Fail it, and he's dead. 14 attacks onto your commander. Can we at least kill him? Hitting him on 4s, thankfully this time, although that was a really crappy roll. Reroll those 1s. Thank you, there's a few more. Winning him on 5s, too. 3, that should kill him. He's got 3-up saves and nothing else to help him. Only has to fail 1 of these. I just don't... Oh, good. Thank you. Okay, good. At least I got him. And then they will consolidate their 6 inches just to get closer to that stealth suit. Not that it matters because you can just hop away. Whew, a turn. I killed the crisis suit, killed your commander, almost killed your stealth suit, but whatever. Riptide died. And I'm swarming forward. So how many points do you have right now?
I have 9.
You have 9 points. Eesh, that's gonna be tough for me. Now mind you, there's a lot of stuff here that can start to get into the 2-point zone. So I still think I have the game, just because you did lose some key things right there. Losing the Riptide, that's a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
This Ghost Skill can roast a lot. And these Fire Warriors can actually deal out a decent amount too, with their Fireblade nearby. And you got a Fusion Blaster shot. The broadsides are kind of stuck somewhere not in great line of sight.
No, they don't get to shoot at what's incoming unless I use the smart missiles and stuff to...
Yeah, but that's a lot of Hormagaunts to chew through. It's almost like you should ignore them and focus on like the smaller groups to maximize. Because if you can get a few more victory points, then maybe you can stop me from getting enough points. Let's find out in Tau turn 4? Yeah, 4.
4. Kilo's going to move 12 inches.
It's going to get nice and aggressive.
Yeah, he's going to go right beside the Broodlord to say hi.
You probably finish him off. Deny me 2 points and get you 1.
Yep. Stay in combat with them. He's going to jump down here to also give more shooty power. They're going to move forward.
They only move 5. Right?
5, yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Crisis suits.
Have the better movement. But these guys are going to start with the Fire Warriors. One guy's going to shoot here, and the other two are going to shoot
one,
there.
Eh? Okay,
yeah.
You think one guy is going to finish off 2 Hormagaunts. He does get 3 shots. He's hitting on 4s. So, okay, maybe you're right. 3s to wound. What am I thinking? This is your rolling. I do have a 5-up armor save, 6 up and then cover.
I said it. I'm going to shoot them.
You did. And I'm like you could possibly. You know what? You're the guy that killed 6 Termagants with Overwatch from one guy. So yeah, I guess you can kill 2 with just 1 Fire Warrior. These have been like your Rambo Fire Warriors.
Yeah, they have been. They have, like I said, they're my MVP of MVPs. Like I've never had Fire Warriors do anything like this before.
No, it's not like this. Now surely 6 shots won't kill 6 Termagants. At least it took you 3 shots to kill 2 Termagants, right? Right?
Was my rolling?
4 is to hit. 4 is to hit.
Know.
4 is to hit. My goodness. Still 4 hits. Okay, so you're not going to kill them all. Boo-hoo. 3's to wound. 3. Okay, you know what? That's still pretty impressive. 6-up saves. Okay, I stopped 1, so he only killed 2. What about the Fireblade? What's he going to do?
Well, that was the Fireblade as well.
No, it wasn't. Did you just roll 9
no,
dice?
I didn't. You're right.
No, you only rolled 6 because he gives him the +1 at half range.
Because he was going to shoot.
And he also has a different ballistic skill, so you definitely would want to roll him separately.
He's going to also shoot at the
Termagants?
No, he's going to use his marker light on the Broodlord. On a 2+.
Why? You're going to flamer the Broodlord. Why would you need a marker light on him?
Okay, you're right. I'm going to use the marker light on
2d6
on the
flamers.
zone throw for the fusion blasters to assist them.
There we go. Marker light hitting on a 3.
No, hitting on
a 2. 2, you didn't move. That's right. Marker lighted.
Yay.
So now the Ghost Kill, like you told me.
Yes.
Flamers and him, and then fusion, whatever it's called, collider onto them.
Yeah.
2d6 auto hits with the flamer. 6. I might survive that. You need 5s to wound. I got 2 wounds left. 5 to wound is not really easy. And you rolled 3. Okay, that's above average. Not surprising. And I get my...
5 up.
I don't have Catalyst on. Got 4-up armor. I got a 50-50 chance of surviving this. So naturally, I don't get it. Broodlord dies! Brings you up to 10 victory points.
11 now.
11?
Because...
Oh, you killed the Hormagaunts. Right.
Yeah.
And D3 shots from the fusion collider into the zone throw. So 3 shots, hitting on 5s because you moved.
But re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. 1 hit, wounding on a 2 with a 3-up invuln, which I make. I guess the zone throws. 4s to hit. No. And lastly, the broadsides. What are they going to do? Everything into the Raveners?
Yeah.
That's a point for you and 1 less point for me. And these guys are fast, so they can actually get to your end zone if they're lucky.
So yeah, everything into the Raveners. Starting with the heavy rail rifle. Let's see what they can do.
This thing has just been annihilating me. Only hits once, you can't kill 2. Like, every turn he does. That's a wound. I don't get a save, so you get to do d6 damage? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's
just 1. So do the 2 plasmas to see if you can finish them off hitting on 4s because they're assault weapons. And then 3s, that's fine. 3s to wound. There. Oh, no, never mind. He still has 1 more wound.
Yeah.
So then we throw in the smart missiles before we get to your high yield missile pods. Hitting on 5s because they are heavy.
And I move.
And wounding on 3s. And they don't have any AP, right?
No.
5 up saves. And that finishes off the first Ravener. High yield missile pods, hitting on 5s because you moved. Ooh! What? What?
You said they probably would, and every time you said probably, I've done out.
I just gotta shut up. 3s to wound. Okay, at least you dropped it down a bit. -1 AP, so I get a 6 up save. Okay, so you do D3 wounds apiece, 1 at a time, because my guys are at full health. That kills 1 of the 3. Okay, you don't kill the second one yet. Will this kill the second one? It does, so if you roll a 5 or a 6, you'll have killed all of them. Ah! What are you doing to me?
You keep saying probably. Stop saying probably.
Whew, that's all you're shooting. Did you want to charge it all?
No, I seem to be doing rather well with my Overwatch.
Yeah, your Overwatch is pretty good, so
Yeah.
why do that?
Broodlord was the 12th.
Yeah, now mind you, I can get a lot of guys through there now, and now I have this next line, but these guys don't, and they might be able to charge those Fire Warriors if I get lucky. But we're just going to have to wait and see as we go into Tyranids turn 5. This could be the last turn. You hope it's the last turn. The less turns, the better for you.
True.
Typically,
but my Overwatch still just chews you down.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's see what else I could do. Let's see how far the Gene Stealers go when they advance. Oh, now they roll low. It's only 10 inches.
Sorry,
but
they're
like
the charge
like
off.
another, they could have had up to another 4 inches. So that's a big difference for charging. It's 4, so he'll go plus the 1 for general glance. So he'll go 12 in total, and he'll move up to here. Hormagaunts are actually just going to move down. We're going to make sure that I stay in your back lines, but at the same time, I do want to finish off that stealth suit before you can do more damage, because I don't want you to finish off that Carnifex too easily.
Unless you want to do something.
These Zoanthropes are going to just move back a bit. I'm going to make sure that 1 is the closest to your Fireblade. Termagants will advance. So 6, they're going 12. We're just going to zip them around here.
Out of line of sight.
Yeah. Base for these Zoanthropes to make sure the Fireblade is the closest to that one before I move the other ones like so, not advancing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move them like this. And the Malanthrope will come through. Let's advance the Carnifex in the back here. He gets +1, so we're looking at 13 inches in total. He's going to beeline towards your broadsides to say, shoot me.
Again.
Or else. Termagants will advance 2, so 8 inches. 8 inches. You know, I probably should have saved a command point for re-rolling going to turn 6. Oh well. It'll make it that much more cinematic. And then these Gene Stealers only roll a 1, so they go 9 inches. So I'll move up to there. Whatever. Tervagon comes back on a 4. Yes, the Hormagaunts come back on a 2. Yes, the Zoanthropes come back on a 4. No, the Broodlord comes back on a 4. No.
Ravener?
And the Ravener's on a 4. No. Tervagon came back. And the Hormagaunts. I'm not going to spawn Gons. Psychic phase. We're going to smite your Fireblade. Need a 5. We get it. D3 wounds. 2, so he's down to 1. We're going to smite him again with the other Zoanthropes. We get it. He dies. Get.
How much damage? How much damage?
Doesn't matter. He only had 1 left.
I can pass wounds off to drones protocol within a certain range, and that's what they're within range of. I can pass mortal wounds off onto drones within 3 inches, and there's 2 drones right there, so pop! Contra Fireblade's still there. Which is why I wanted to know how many wounds.
Just 1. I rolled a 1.
And you rolled before I could say I was going to pass the first 2 wounds onto the drones, so...
Didn't matter anyways. I would have still done it.
Drone.
Fine.
Pain in the ass.
He is going to fire his plasma into your Fire Warriors, D3 shots, which is 2. He'll hit on 5s because he advanced. And he hits once and wounds on a 2. And you don't get a save. Actually, it's -3. So you get a 6-up save because of cover.
Cover.
6-up, or 1 dies. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Just take one of them out. Take one of those filthy, stupid Fire Warriors out. I am going to declare charge with the Hormagaunts in... Actually, no. I'm going to declare charge with these Zoanthropes into your Ghost Keel. Want to do your Flamers first? 2d6 auto hits?
Yep. 10 hits.
Win on 4s. Are you freaking stupid? This is dumb. This is a dumb game. I don't like this game anymore. It's a dumb game. 3-up invulns. This is a stupid game. This is a dumb game. That's 4 wounds. You kill 1 and wound the other Neurothrope. You get D3 shots against that narrow throat with your fusion eradicator, and you get 1 shot, which you're not going to hit on a 6 because you're not supposed to make that. Thank you! Thank you for not rolling a 6! And then I charge 11 inches!
Using the
You're going to use for greater good for the Conjure Fireblade to fire them as well? 3 shots hit on 6s.
If I can
do it.
drop him.
Stop talking about it, just do it. Thank
Okay.
you! I'm going to use my 11-inch charge to fly all the way back here into the end zone. To him. Nobody can overwatch this time. 8 inches. They're also going to move up. What about them apples? And then Hormagaunts into your stealth suit.
And the one fusion?
No.
Nothing.
And they'll charge +1, 8 inches.
You Gene Stealer?
Gene Stealers will attempt a multi-charge. These two can overwatch. He cannot. Overwatch, hitting on 6s. So, of course, don't even care. 4s to wound, 3s to wound. 1 wound, 5 up invuln. Didn't even kill it. You just had to be like, look how many I can hit with. I don't have to kill you.
Yeah, you were the one that was doubting yourself.
All right, I'm charging. No,
There you go.
9 inches. So 9 inches is definitely in.
You can put ones at the base and we'll call it.
Yeah, we'll call it in because they can get up there.
Yeah.
Good old wobbly model syndrome, right? And then these ones will be an inch behind them, so they'll be in the fight too. Nice. Okay. So let's start with this fight then. I'm going to put as many as I can on that stupid Fireblade because I hate him.
I'll say 4 to 5.
So let's say 4. Let's say 4. 16 attacks, so they have at least 10. Hitting on 3s. I'm not going to do Scything Talons. I'd rather get through your
No
armor.
rerolls because there's no Broodlord.
No. Oh, the Broodlord gives +1. Scything Talons give the reroll 1s. I need 3s to wound. 6s are -3. I will hold on to that one. We'll do these ones first. Did you want to allocate one of those to the drone and just kill it? You got 5 up saves with all of these.
I'll take the 5 up saves.
So one at a time until he's dead. He's alive. He's dead. Okay, and then the drone. You don't have to.
Well, I just wanted to see.
You don't have to kill the drone. You can just kill him.
Well, I wasn't. I was just seeing what his other saves would have been.
And then a bajillion attacks on them. Do you want me to roll it?
Go ahead.
I will, because you've seen my bad luck.
Go ahead.
A lot of attacks hitting on 3s. We're doing the Scything Talons, or not Scything. Sorry, Rending Claws. I know I said Scything Talons, but I meant Rending Claws. Honest.
He wants to.
And I'm trying to pick up these dice, and there's 2 6s. They're dead. Away with you! Be gone from my midst, foul fire warriors of the abyss!
Everything else you tried to put into them.
And I will consolidate forward. Doesn't matter. Who cares? You might actually still win. If this game ends in turn 5, you will win. A bajillion attacks against your stealth suit.
Mine.
So 13 of them can actually attack, hitting on 5s. Because of your stealth suit, I can't quite see you. I re-roll those 3 1s. Oh, that was actually a decent roll. Okay. Okay. 5s to wound. Oh.
5 to wound?
Yeah.
I thought I had to make 2 saves there.
Yeah, I know, right? Then all my zone throws against your ghost skill.
Yeah.
Nope. And then you get to fight back with your ghost skill and your stealth suit. So 4 attacks on the ghost skill. I'm assuming you want to put it into the injured zone throw.
Yeah.
It only has 2 wounds left. And you're hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, how many attacks do you have? No, you're at full health. Never
3
mind.
attacks.
3 attacks hitting on 5s. Nothing. He might actually have 3.
Yes, he has 3 still hitting on 5.
5s, and then wounds on 3s. 6 up save. Yeah. Turn. So you got your turn 5. You're winning right now. I've
Yes.
got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and you've got
12.
and you should maybe be able to get up to 13, maybe even 14 this turn.
Yeah.
So, and you could knock down important things like that zone thrope that's in the end zone.
Yeah.
Let's do your turn 5.
So
Your movement.
Ghost Keel is going to move.
Just fall back.
Just fall back to.
Yeah, just behind the lines. Who cares if he gets charged, right?
Yeah. He still wants to be able to be close by to
And the stealth suit.
flame. And the stealth suit's also going to pull back so he can
Shoot.
shoot.
And shooting. Where do you want to do it?
Well, we're going to flame, put everything.
There's 2 wounds left on that neurothrope. I don't have it marked, but he's down to 2 wounds.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to flamer them and
then
put the fusions into him.
Into him, okay.
Duty 6 flamers.
Oh! 3s to wound. Okay, so that was 6 up save. Could be a couple. Oh, 3, okay. 5 die. Okay, you know what? In the end, that wasn't so bad. I just threw up so much in my mouth right there. I was just like,
11.
D3.
now this is an incredibly important shot. This is probably your last chance to kill this zone thrope. D3 shots, you get 2 shots, hitting on 5s because you moved. So I need you to miss these. Dang it, you!
You said you need.
2s to wound? Okay.
Okay.
3 up invuln, or otherwise you do D6
D6.
damage, and you get to roll 2, taking the highest, and you only need 2s. So basically anything but snake eyes.
Yeah.
So this is my chance. 3 up invuln! Yes!
Yes.
Oh,
Only
it took-
because it stopped against that.
It took
Could
forever.
have kept rolling.
Yes. Tau terrain for the win.
Blaster into him.
I got this fusion
Yes,
blaster, though.
that's what I was meaning. The little guy.
Hitting on 4s though for this one. No, I don't want to die. Okay, 3 up invuln! Yes!
Oh!
Yes! It's for a point. There's no point in firing them.
No,
You
everything's
need to
just gonna
kill
go
that.
right into the
kill the
Carnifex.
Carnifex, get another point, make it nearly impossible, if not impossible, for me to win.
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s. No! 3s to wound. No! They're D6 damage pieces. At least you didn't do any mortal wounds. I've got 8 wounds. You got to roll 8 or higher on 2 dice. 6.
6.
Okay, it's down to 2 wounds. You still have. Do your high yield, because that's the most likely to kill him next. Oh, 4s to hit with the high yield. That's lots. Okay, only 2 hits. 3s to wound. 3s to wound. Okay, 1 wound. I got a 5 up save because they're -2, right? 3 up becomes 5 up. Doesn't matter. I rolled a 3. You don't even have to check it. D3 damage. You rolled 3 or higher, and he's dead. Oh, he's dead. You got him. Okay, that's another point. 13 points. Any charges?
No.
Yeah, not much point.
No. Not much point. Well,
So-
that's it for my shooting.
So basically, right now we roll to see if you win or not. Because on a 3+, the game continues. So I'll let you roll it because you like to roll high.
Not always. I've actually rolled quite poorly on some.
I know. It's probably all been average. It just feels not average. Okay, the game goes to turn 6.
The dice won another turn.
Yes, all right, I'll give him another turn. Hormagaunts here, they are going to advance. So we're looking at 8 + 4 + 1, so 13 inches. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to accomplish by hiding them all the way at the back. You'll have to come back after them, I guess. I don't think it'll really matter. What'll matter is that I smite your stealth suit. I can't really do enough damage to your ghost keel. Going to advance this zone thrope. He's going to go 8 inches. I'm going to get him over to here. I'm going to move these zone thropes. Like so. Make sure one of them is the closest to your drone. No, the drone actually.
Yeah.
9. That still gets me there. I was hoping to really get in there, but in the end, this is going to suit my purposes of what I'm going to do next. If I'm lucky, I could kill everything here, but not likely. Let's advance the Termagants 6 inches. They're going to hide back here. Not that they can really hide. Let's advance the Malanthrope. There we are, 11 inches. Yeah, here we go. I still need to get to turn 7 to win, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. That's 10. 6 units, that's 12. 13 points. And how many points do you have right now?
13 as well.
So we could have tied if you don't kill anything more. We're going to advance the Carnifex 4 plus the 1, so he goes 12 inches.
So he's now.
There's still enough fusions to kill him, but that means you're not flamering something else, so it's okay. Termagant's back here. Well, okay, 6. We're going 12. We're going to beeline it. We go to turn 7. These guys will get in your deployment. This is close. This is incredibly close. Gene Stealers roll high. 4, so 12 inches. Okay, that might actually get me in next turn as well. Yeah,
we get
I'm pretty
next
sure.
turn.
Yeah, 8 inches will. So I got a couple more points coming up if we go to turn 7. I think the longer we go, the better it is for me.
Yes.
I don't care about the guys in the back. And I'm not going to care about rolling reserves because the best they can do is move up to here next turn. And you're not going to be in range to shoot at them, so it's not like I'm denying you victory points.
Yeah.
Although he does have Catalyst, so I'm going to move him up and try to manifest Catalyst. And I do. And I'll put that on the Termagants, actually, because it'll be easier for you to kill.
Okay.
Now let's smite. Try to finish off that stealth suit. Need a 5. Frick! What the frickin' crap? Why is he not dead?
I was hoping for perils actually, because then you would kill yourself.
Yeah.
Give me a point.
Well, I'm going to... Well, okay, you know what? This guy is closest to the stealth suit, so he's going to smite. I was hoping to smite your stupid drone, but I'll do the stealth suit. I get him, and he's dead. It's
Yeah,
D3
he's
mortal wounds, and he just dies.
guaranteed.
God, just go away. I'll have these 3 shoot at your drone. Yeah, it's -1 to hit, so I'll be hit on 6s because I also advanced. So I hit you once, and I don't wound you. I'm going to have the Carnifex also try to shoot at him.
Okay.
D3 shots, 2 shots, hitting on 6s also. 1 hit, strength 7, so 3s to wound. That's a wound. That kills him, I think. It's -3. So he's got a 4 up, so he's dead.
Yeah. Kills it.
He's dead. Now these 3 zone throps are going to charge your ghost keel. Feel free to overwatch.
Okay. 6 flamers.
Go,
Go boxcars.
Oh, geez, still pretty high. And wounding on 4s. Good golly, 6 wounds. 3 up invulns. Okay, 1 wound got through. Then you get to fire D3 shots with your fusion collider. Just do a man, do it. Get 3 shots hitting on 6s. Wounding on 2s, 3s, no 2s.
2s.
With a 3 up invuln. Not saved, you do D3, D6 damage, but you get to roll 2 dice and pick your highest.
Oh, yes.
You only need to roll 2 to kill that 1 zone throw. You do.
Yeah.
So you finish off the 1, and the other 2 will charge.
9. Steelers
Yeah,
to get in front.
they're going to float it all the way back here. Then the Malanthrope will charge in.
Oh.
We'll actually get to see what he does in close combat.
There's
Boxcars.
the boxcars.
You, Ghost Keel, have been responsible for the death of a lot of Tyranids. And
Yeah.
the Genestealers will charge.
Don't think you can fail that one.
No, but it still matters how many get in. Just really want to push forward. And there they go. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Carnifex can't even try to charge because I didn't put Onslaught on him.
I know. I was
Probably should have, just to get him over there to finish it off. But I think this should be enough to at
Yeah,
least.
but you wanted to smite and get rid of that ghost keel.
Yeah, but I should have killed him with the first stealth. Well, whatever. Malanthrope's got his 4 attacks, hitting on 4s against your Ghost Keel. Nice, we got 3 hits. It's only strength 4, so we're looking at 5s to wound. 2 wounds. Here's all my 6s now. It's -1 AP. So is your 3 up become a 4 up?
Yep.
Whatever. And then the zone throps. Oh, they hit. They win on 5s. They do nothing. There's a Jillian attacks on Genestealers. Now I don't think I'm going to kill him. I was hoping he does D3 damage apiece, so even if just one of those got through.
Just a little bit.
But I could still do some damage here, maybe slow you down. 48 attacks with my Rending Claws!
Go ghost keel. Go still alive.
Hitting on 3s. That was a good roll. We're looking for 5s to wound. 6s will be AP -3, otherwise they're -1.
Oh.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9.
9, 10. You've only got 10 wounds. You still get 6 up saves with these, and then we still have some others in case you do. 6 up saves. You make
None.
None. The Ghost Keel dies. Oh.
And he doesn't explode, though.
Yeah, he doesn't explode.
Doesn't explode.
So he just crumples into a heap of scrap metal. I don't even feel like clean up all the dice. So basically, you need to kill something.
I need to kill something for a tie.
Right now the score is 13-13. I've got 6 units in the last zone, so that's 12 points, plus 1 in the middle zone, so that's 13. And you've got 13 points so far. Didn't I say if you got 14 points, it'd pretty much be impossible for me to win?
Yes.
Yeah, that might prove to be true. Now, if you fail to kill one, then it's a tie if the game does not continue. And if the game does continue, then most likely you'll lose, because you won't be able to kill enough to... Because I should be able to get 2 more units in, plus the Carnifex should be able to get back and get me 2 more points. That's
over.
4 more points.
Yeah.
So really what you need to kill a unit and the game to end.
Yes.
So let's do that. So this is it. There's really not... This is Tau turn 5, 6.
And everything's just going to go kill
Yeah.
that, because...
I knew I had to put Catalyst on them for a reason. Because these have a 5 up involved, and these ignore wounds on 5s. But at least they're toughness 3, so you should do more wounds to them, right?
Yes. Rifle.
So rail rifle,
Doesn't really matter what hits first.
4s and then 2s. Okay, good start. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s. No, 3s, because they're strength 5. And there's their AP nothing, right?
AP nothing.
So I get my 6 up save, and a 5 up ignoring wounds. Didn't help me yet. 2 die. Plasma hitting on 4s. Oh no.
No.
Oh, you have 8 left to kill, and you only have 8 more shots.
This might turn out to be a total tie.
Yeah, if the game ends. If the game continues, I am sure
won.
it's my victory. You only got 3 hits, so 2s to kill.
Where's your synapse for them?
I am nowhere near it, so you can actually make them run with morale. So you kill 2 more. I do get the ignore. So roll the D3 damage they do each, because I have to ignore wounds. You can just roll them both, because I'll apply them to separate guys. 3 and 3. So I got to make 3 5 pluses. No, and 3 5 pluses. No. So you kill 2 more Termagants.
They're D3. Yeah, 6 and 6.
Yeah. So each Termagant took D3 wounds.
Yeah.
And ignores wounds on a 5+. Morale, leadership 5, and I did lose 4 guys. 5 more. There's 1 left, which means not enough. You're 1 away.
All right, let's roll a 1.
Okay, grab a die. On a 4+, the game continues and you're screwed. Otherwise, it's a tie. Oh no! You were so close to a tie.
This is a concede because there's nothing I can do at this point.
Yeah.
I had to roll.
You could kill 1 more easily,
but it's
you maybe get lucky enough to kill 2 more. That would be 14 points. You know what? I wouldn't say there's nothing you can do.
Well, they would have to move up because everything's going to hide.
Well, but once
here.
these all get over there, that gives me 14 points.
Yeah, I would have to kill 2 things.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
No, you have to kill 1 thing to tie the game.
Oh, to tie, but
So all you have to kill is 1 Termagant. So the game is not over.
Oh, yeah.
No, hold on. Look, I'll tell you. Right now, I will have 2, 4, 6, 8. This will get over there. So 10, 12, 14 points. You currently have 13 points.
Possibility.
So all then, that would be 14. Then I'm assuming you're going to be able to kill 1 guy, which will make you have 14 points as well.
Well, unless he hides, and then I can't shoot him, I would have to...
Well, he has smart missiles.
I'm not knocking that. I'm just...
Like he can try to go this way, but you can concede if you like, but I think there's a little chance.
We'll play it out, but I think you've won this.
Okay. Well, that's just Carnifex. Yeah. Okay. You just go back there. Termagant. It's going to go 8 inches. He's just going to go right here. Gene Stealers will go, that's 12 inches, so that's enough. And I'm going to kill the ones in the front last. Tervagon will advance, so he'll go 7 inches. No, sorry, 9 inches. He is going to Catalyst the Gene Stealers, and he does. Now it's your turn. So, I now have 16 points. You currently have 13. So if you kill a guy, it brings you up to 14, me down to 15. If you kill these 2, you win.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of hard to kill off that many genes.
I agree, but it's not impossible.
I
can't believe at this point you're like, that is hard. You freaking killed 6 Termagants in Overwatch with a Riptide.
And also,
no, at the Ghost Kill.
And I also
Riptide.
almost took your HQ down to 1 in 1 shot.
Exactly. So what is this doubt I am now seeing? These seeds of heresy that you are now doubting yourself. So here's the question though. What do you want to allocate to that 1 Termagant?
Well,
you can. Everything's in range.
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
Everything's in range.
Actually,
I couldn't get it out of range. Yeah, even the plasmas. You don't measure from the weapon.
That's what I was actually
you're
going
good
to the base.
You're in range.
Plasma and smart missiles are definitely going to go into him to guarantee it.
But you need more firepower into them because this is only 8, 9, 10 shots and there's 12 of them.
I know.
So what you need to do, I think, you can do whatever you want. You're your own man.
Plasma.
2 plasma to kill the Termagant and the rest on the...
Yeah, it's going to be tricky.
I don't think you're going to be able to do it either. But I also didn't think you'd kill 6 Termagants in Overwatch.
As
so
well
2 plasma.
Lord and other things.
2 plasma. 1 hit. You need a 2. You got him. Okay.
There's that one dead.
No problem. You got him. Now you got to kill 12, 5 up invuln, 5 up catalyst, Gene Stealers, which is very hard. And if anybody
warriors too.
Exactly, right? So,
and they had no AP.
You have high yield missile pods first. Doesn't really matter. Actually,
no, I'm doing smart missiles first.
Smart missiles first. Sure, why not? 4s to hit. Good, solid hit. 3s to wound. Okay. All right, 6 out of 8 when you're doing 4s and 3s. That's pretty good. 5 up invulns. Okay, I'm sorry.
You saved 3.
I saved 3. Now I get 5 up catalyst. 2 die. 2 at the back. You're down to 10. You have 10 more shots. So yeah, you're probably not going to do this. But every time I say that, you do better. So
high yield missiles.
High yield missile pods. Hitting on 4s. Okay, then that's game. Although I'm out of synapse, I might run. So keep going. So, no, that's nothing.
No, that's nothing.
And then the 2 shots from the rail rifle.
Nothing.
Okay, that's not enough to make me take a morale check. So
that was. But like I said, that was close.
You got 14 points. I got 15.
Yeah.
15. I got 15 points. And three of the things giving me points came back. And one of the things giving me points, I spawned. Like, think about that for a second.
Yeah, but most of them I whittled them down, but unfortunately I didn't have enough on this side to keep whittling them down.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it took me bringing 2 more squads of Gene Stealers, another Carnifex, and spawning 3 Termagants
just to get
beat you in this narrative. So it was close, and it was tense, and it was awesome.
Drag out knuckle fight all the way through.
We're at 2.5 hours of footage.
Yeah.
That's long.
What's
with these narrative missions all being these long meat grinder missions? They're awesome though. Like, these have really worked out.
This was amazingly fun.
Now I just have to point out to anybody who's thinking of trying these narrative missions, if you or the person you're playing against decides to try to game it, just go back to Maelstrom, because you're not going to have fun. If either of us really wanted to mess around with the scenario, it could have been stupid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I'm like, I'm bringing all flyers, or I'm going to burrow all my guys in reinforcement reserves and pop up around you, or I'm just going to, I don't know, it would be dumb. If you had just gone, what could you do? That was crazy cheese with this one.
I could have just done a whole bunch, like Min Squad, the Pathfinders, or the troops, and just gone with more suits across the board for just more shooty at you.
You could also just start it. You had to have half of them up here, but you could have just put them right there.
Yeah, right.
So my first turn, I would only get to here, and you'd shoot me. My next turn, maybe I'd charge, but you could also fall back on your first turn. So you just spend your first couple turns falling back and shooting my front line, and then marching forward to finish off things.
That feels just a little too cheesy. I'd rather actually have the first line wait for you and the second line marching up to also give support.
Exactly. Well, it was awesome. Thank you so much for the game. Thanks for coming all the way from Yukon.
Thank you for
having me. The Great White North.
We do admit that we did forget about our HQs and saying...
Yeah, we didn't even make warlords.
But in the end, we still had loads of fun, and we just decided to say, to heck with their abilities and stuff. Halfway through the game, it's pointless to bring it out. So.
Yeah, maybe you would have given your commander like a 6+ feel no pain.
I would have given him.
And I would have given my brood lord like a +1 attack on the charge or something. But I don't know. It may have influenced the game. You kept rolling 6s anyways for your stupid save, so it didn't matter. He died fair and square. Got punched in the face enough times that he went down.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for watching. Happy wargaming.